She dance her way into this one.
I always be dancing, man. What's happening?
What's going on?
What's good? What's good? Welcome, everybody, to another edition of y'all know where it is, Our Take, where you get your sports barbershop style right here with us, me and my homie over here, TT. What's happening, T Double?
What's going on, madam? How are you doing?
Man, I'm good. And then knowledge is power.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a long week, man. Where you been, man? I mean, you kind of disappeared off the radar for about a week or so. I'm just trying to figure out if people have been missing you. The streets been calling. The streets calling.
You already know when people bring the shit up first, they the fucking culprit. How about that? People,
wow.
Man, I tell you, yeah, you gonna bring up some shit. Listen, all right, y'all. Let me go on here. This fool over here, knowledge is power. He didn't have the knowledge. He was supposed to go to a concert on Tuesday at 10. He didn't know that knowledge until 10 o'clock on Monday night. I don't know what kind of power he got over there. You don't know. Yeah, let's go.
For those who have teenage children, you don't control your own destiny at a certain point in life. And then you got a spouse who tells you, listen, there's a concert your daughter wants to go to, blah, blah, great. That's my dad. I'm done. Great. She want to go. Great. Next thing I know, and you're taking her. So I enjoyed a Korean pop band on Tuesday night. Tomorrow Time Together, TXT, with 20,000 screaming teenage and young girls and their mothers. And then there were grown women who were there to see this. I'm sitting there like, where are your husbands and your boyfriends? I'm like, it's crazy. But it was a good time. I didn't understand anything they were singing, but it was a good time. So,
well, I'm glad you made it through. Yeah, I'm glad you made it, but yeah, I wouldn't have been there. I'm sorry. We'd have dropped the ass off. Been out there, picked up at 11.
But Farrah, okay, usually when we miss a Tuesday show, we can do it on Wednesday. Why couldn't we do it on Wednesday, Farrah?
We could do it on Wednesday because my better half birthday was that day. And you talking about anybody out there with kids, anybody out there in a relationship? No, you don't do no stupid shit like this on their birthday. The fuck? Crazy. Not crazy. But Paul, where the hell y'all been? Let's go. I would say, yeah, it ain't my. We're over here trying to explain it now, but I don't know if the people believe in it. But we back. We up in there.
He better come. I was listening to his podcast. He was taking shots, so he's going to be very uncomfortable for the next hour over here. I'm telling you, he better be very careful. It's going to be good coming out.
He did come on saying they were taking shots at me, man. What's up? So Paul, I'm sorry, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Let's say that. Hopefully, we'll see if Tasha come on over. I don't know if Tasha was talking trash. She got mad at me because I called her a 29er. She'll be all right. Hopefully she get here by the time we get to the 39ers. Maybe she'll be real mad then.
And she got mad at me because she don't show up to your parties to get nothing, so she want to be mad because Paul get a T-shirt and she don't want to show up nowhere. She want to be all
to swim across the damn Atlantic.
Right. She said she gonna be there at a certain time to get it, so she should be there when it's supposed to be given out.
Tasha, all you gotta do is come up the Atlantic probably about 50 miles, but you're gonna have to bust a left through the Gulf.
Listen, unfortunately, that's the same route they brought us over here the first time.
You know what I'm saying?
They brought us right over here. We know how to get here.
You'll make it. But anywho, we got a lot of shit to cover. We have a lot of NFL. We have college football that's on today. We even had some boxing last weekend. Okay, we ain't gonna leave out him. And then we got a little bit of the WNBA playoffs is here, which is going absolutely beautifully. So, you know what I say? I say, let's get it. Yes. NF to the L. NFL. So we're going to see how this work out. What we got up first? So we had a Super Bowl rematch.
Did we? Did we really?
Yeah, we did. I mean, the score didn't reflect. But we had a Super Bowl rematch, and guess who won?
Yeah.
I just went ahead and gave it to you up front. I ain't even about to play around with you. There you go. Got your baby in your hand. He's been coddling him for 2 years now, man.
Listen, how long is it going to take him to stop changing that boy's diapers? When is that dude going to become taller and put some pull-ups on and look like he's going to be able to beat this dude?
I don't go bad.
But
I don't know.
All I'm going to say is this. I don't know what we've been going a week, so we're talking through all of these things. Wasn't really a rematch. It was by name alone. But, there's certain things happen. And, certain teams own certain teams. And this one, Philly will beat Kansas City 9 out of 10 times. It's what's going to seem like it's going to happen. But there's always that one chance.
I mean, it is. I mean, Hurts, he did good. He didn't need touchdowns. 253 yards with no touchdowns. Mahomes, 400 yards, still couldn't do it. He even rushed for 120. Mahomes did everything but catch his own damn pass. Okay? That's what I felt like. He did everything he could possibly do but catch his own pass. But in the end, like I said, he ends up 0-2. First time ever.
Did you hear the back and forth between Jones and Hurts on the line? They had the microphones, and Jones was like, "Man, you ain't even get up 100 yards." And Hurts said, "Man, shut the we won."
Basically, I mean,
we winning. He about to kneel down, but we look at the scoreboard. We winning. So shut the heck. He says, "Shut the up." We win.
They'll be all right. So, I don't know how he's going to overcome this. He's never had this in his career. I'm not going to say he's not. He's a prolific player. We know he's a Hall of Famer, all of that. But he has never been in this situation. Let's just be honest. He's never been in this.
Okay.
Can he overcome
it? Let's look at it like this in perspective. He's 0-1. Mm-hmm. He's not really 0-2. He played the NFC. The NFC don't count right now. He still can win the AFC. He lost to the Chargers, and that is it. So technically, right now we're 0-1. The other one is not going to count on the schedule later on in the season. It's an overall record. So you lost one game in your division, which is tough. You're 0-2. You're 2 games behind the Chargers overall, which is tough. But you're going to get the Chargers again. You still got to play the Raiders, where we are finding out who's not doing much. And then we got that other team in Colorado that we won't talk any harsh words about. So this is just the moment. I want to see what the schedule is like eventually down the road, to see who you got coming up, to see if there's any. Do you have the Baltimores on your schedule? Do you have the teams on the schedule? Then I would be worried. But if your schedule is going to look like what I think your schedule probably looks like a Buffalo schedule this year, yeah. We will still see him at the end of the season. That's all, which I hope is not true.
I always think we're going to see him at the end of the season. I'm just saying, how can he overcome this? It's not like his division is come on now. I do think the Broncos can beat them. There's a lot of other teams that can really beat them, but we're going to see how it plays out. But 0-2, I just want to see how he overcomes it. But in the end, we know Mahomes will Mahomes, so we ain't gonna go too crazy over it. But it is the first.
They be sitting around listening to Taylor Swift love songs, trying to get their mojo back together. All of them be sitting there, and get it back, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, I hope this is the end of them. I really do. I want the dynasty to end because it's time. Please. But we know.
I hope it is over as well. Now the Rams, they actually play. I mean, Eagles play the Rams.
Okay.
Who you got?
So Philly's coming off that.
I got you. I'm good today.
Philly's coming off that big win against the Chiefs, and now they're playing the Rams. Are they playing in LA or are they playing in Philly?
They're playing in Philly. In Philly.
I'm going with the upset. You heard it here. I'm going with the Rams right now because the Rams gave these dudes all they can handle in the playoffs. And every time they play, it's a matchup situation. The Rams played really well. They may not have gotten it in. I think this is the one time they're going to get them in. I'm going ahead and pull the Rams in the victory this week in Philly.
You big dummy. We'll see how it goes. We're going to see. But I will say, they got a chance all because your boy said he ain't reading no more books on the sideline. He ain't reading them up. He tossing them. I think really what it was when I read it to a little bit more, because they're making a big thing out of it, of course. But I feel him. He said he's not doing it anymore until he gets paid for endorsing these authors. I mean, before nobody was paying it attention. Now they're actually paying it attention, and I don't know if they're zooming in on the book. They want to read what Mr. Brown reading. But he said he wasn't reading them all. I said just get your phone out, read a Kindle. They can't tell what you read.
Well, you can't have the phone on the sideline. So that's the NFL
A Kindle
rule.
ain't a phone. Kindle ain't a phone.
So you can pull out the Kindle, the pad.
Kindle ain't no phone.
Well, here's the scenario with this. I think this is all hogwash about no more reading books because the dude went to the University of Mississippi. He was just looking at the pictures the whole time anyway. Dude, that was the dude. Y'all act like the dude reads them. He was looking at the pictures. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I'll try to go back on the field. So why y'all care? He's making these people money. He don't care. He wasn't reading them. He just had them when they're trying to get some endorsements. So get your endorsement for the picture book. Now you can bring Dr. Seuss back and look at the pictures while you play. That's all. Get on the field and do what you get paid to do, bro. And you do it really well, and I appreciate that about you.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Okay, well tell us how you really feel. The Chiefs play the Giants. 0-2 Giants. Even though I love my scatterboo, who you got?
We went to the Chiefs and the Giants, and okay, so.
And don't trip now. These Giants, they 0-2, but those are good losses they've had. They played really well.
I'm going with the Chiefs this week because first, they still got Russell Wilson in there, and I don't think that's going to happen. A 400, he coming out 400, he could do that again. The defense is really well with the Giants, but I think the Chiefs only got to score maybe 21 points, and they can do that sleeping. So I think that's a Chiefs victory this week.
Okay, yeah, TT got the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with Russell. I'm gonna play my cards this week. I'm gonna see if he can go off of his high because there's just really no defense out there.
Well, how did Russell play when he played in Denver when he played against the Chiefs? Did he play what? So you got a history base on this. This is your history. You see that he played them for a couple of years. He had games against them. What did he do against the Chiefs?
He didn't do a lot, but he did okay. But he didn't throw 500 yards last week either. I don't know if we ever got 500 yards out of him in Denver collectively. But I mean, either way, I think he's on a high right now. I don't think. I mean, they went against the Cowboys defense. The Cowboys defense wasn't horrible. I'm just picking them. This kids say they are horrible. I'm not about to put myself to shame like that. I'm going with them. I like Scatterboo. Hopefully he can run up in them. I don't know if it's a lot that the Chiefs can do. I like Scatterboo. I'm rooting for him this year. I think he's gonna have a breakout season by week 7. But I'm gonna roll with them. I'm gonna see how they look good last week. I just want them to beat them. I need them to lose. The Chiefs to lose. So I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna wheel this in.
Okay, well, you can have nothing but luck.
Now when this loses me my chain, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, we already split right now. I'm going to Rams. You go. I'm assuming you're going with Philly. You didn't say what you were doing, so I'm assuming you.
Of course, I'm going with Philly. Yeah, I'm definitely going with Philly.
And now in this one, I'm going with Kansas City, and you're going with New York. What up, Pete? What's going on?
No. Hold on, I'm taking that back. I'm not going with Philly. Well, yeah, Philly. You going with the Rams. We both went for the Bills Thursday. I'm trying to make sure I have these right. TT going for the Chiefs, and I'm going for the Giants. All right. We up in here. Do you, bro? Yeah, you've been doing that. DC Poets, come on, man. Get up out of here. I love you, Pete, but stop it. Stop it. Who we got next? Let's get back on track. Appreciate y'all joining, though, for sure. Now, up next, since we were talking about them a little bit, Cowboys, they actually won in OT.
So they beat the Giants, and Russell Wilson, felt like he was in Seattle his rookie year. All of a sudden, throwing the ball like it was nothing. But he did what we know he can do. He just threw it up and let the receiver do all the work and make him look good. Now, the receivers were making him look good. Until he threw that ugly interception because you think Neighbors was going to get under that and whatever. But what we did see is this, and what we're noticing around the league, that our teams are playing now for their kickers. Have you paid attention to this? Teams are setting themselves up for these great kickers now who can kick 60 yards.
No, teams ain't. The Cowboys are, because they're the only ones who have some shit like this up your sleeve. Okay, this boy can kick a 70 yard. I'm here for him. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but this kicker is showing up. And you talking about Russell's interception? Damn interception! Did you see the damn retarded ass backwards throw he threw? Who were you throwing at? Did you have a 12-man on the field? Nobody saw. I mean, that was the most. I was like, wait a minute, is he throwing? Is he? Is he trying to throw the game? Is he playing fantasy? Like, I'm trying to understand. I was trying to understand. That was a weird throw.
Russ was cooking, and he thought anything that he came out that pot was going to work. It was going to taste good. That's
he threw some sugar and something that he needed on that one play.
But it like I said, it looked bad, and that couple plays looked bad. But overall, the Giants look good now. The Giants can't give up 40 points a game and expect to win. They can't give up 10 points a game and expect to win. They can't do nothing right now. But what I'm going to tell you this is, 37 points, or whatever that situation is. Cowboys scored 40, but disappointing is, instead of going for it, these Cowboys now are setting up plays and kick, so they kick and get 60, 65-yard kickers. And I've seen it around the NFL. A lot of teams have done it. Listen, Pittsburgh won our first game with that dude kicked the 60-yard, 59, 60-yard. Okay, that's what happens. But is that the nature of football now? We're just setting up the kickers instead of going for plays. I mean,
look, if the Steelers had a kicker that could kick 65, 70 yards,
we do.
Face. He can kick 70 yards. 70? Put 70 on this kid. Real talk.
I don't want a kicker to have to kick 70 because I don't want to ever have to kick a 70-yard field goal. I don't want to ever put the position to do that. But we do have ways to do it. It comes down to the end of the game.
It comes down to the end of the game sometimes, and now we got to punt it. Well, they don't have to punt. Okay? The Cowboys ain't never punting again this season. Okay? Ever. Just line the pitch up on whatever hash line he likes. So,
but overall, congratulations to the Cowboys. It was an interesting game. Both of them were going, and both of them were. Zach was getting timely plays. You got your boy Pickens who got in the game, who gave you some fantasy points. So good for you in that scenario. So if we got to celebrate the Cowboys anytime, congratulations for your first and maybe of the 4 victories you have the season. Congratulations and keep it moving.
Yeah, I ain't congratulating them, but come on, fair, whatever. Hey, y'all, what's up, Tasha TT up in here? I got both the TTs in here today.
Once again, it's on. All right. Right, Tasha. And by the way, Tasha, you ain't getting no shirt until I see your face. You ain't getting nothing, especially if you want to talk junk about me. Let's have that happen. Okay, Cool Monkey.
And y'all shit. I'm not. What's up, Cool Monkey? I appreciate you joining. That interception was weird. Honestly, I loved it, but it was suspicious. It really was. I don't understand that one. And your sister up in the crib. What's up, Terrell? Morning.
My favorite sister. Hello, Terrell. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm the only one. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. But she is my favorite. That's not the point. I don't care how many I got. She's always gonna be my favorite. I don't care.
Okay. So my question here. Let's see. So Brendan Aubrey dropped 30 points. Wow. I'm not ban you from the page. Like, what? Really?
Really?
Okay. I'll be here in October. Don't hide in the bushes when I get here. Homer Simpson.
Oh, wow. That's how we going to do this today? Listen, I don't care if you're here in October, November, December. You know what I'm saying? You took a shot. You took a shot at me this morning. I ain't do nothing to you. I was sitting there innocent to have a conversation. You took a shot. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, Tasha. Let me apologize. Paul took the shot and he alley-ooped and you dunked it on us. But that's okay. We love you anyway. And maybe I got a special white one for you. The only other one that has the white one is fair. Nobody exists has that in existence. I don't even have one. So I got one for you, Tasha. I'm just saying.
Y'all know I'm special. But they did have the 249. Wilson total, I think it was 618. Now Neighbors, he was big, but it wasn't big enough. Okay, he had 238, 2 touchdowns. Now I will say this week, Lamb and Williams stepped up. They were key. Lamb didn't have Butterfingers this week. So he did a little bit. He had 222 yards. Now, what I want to know is, which is actually a good team? Or was it just no defense on either side?
I don't think there was any defense, or there was no defense against the long ball. Nobody could put the pressure on the quarterback to make a difference until the very end when he threw that stupid interception. It was just one of those things that each team knew what their strength was. Number one was the wide receivers. We now know that for the Dallas Cowboys offense, and it's the wide receivers. We know that. And in New York, we are figuring out that Neighbors could be the best receiver in football because he has to do it with no quarterback. and he's doing what he's doing. So we are seeing that he may be the best receiver. But I think it's a matter of They were just using their strength of what's the best thing about their team, and neither defense can stop that. But it's an aberration. Neither one going to be scoring 40. Or Dallas will have to score 40 or so points to win every game. That's what's going to happen.
And that's very true. Let me go over to these comments. LeBron said, "Speak phone." Yeah. All I know is I better have a shirt. T-Dub is not just a podcast. He spits the sports truth in person too. No,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Thank you, TT. We done made up after our 112 fallout. Damn. The Cavaliers are better overall team. Well, I think that was a comment. That was a low blow and a I don't know, whatever.
When you compare the two teams,
yeah, Cal bitches are better overall team. So they were. Malik Neighbors would have entered the transfer portal.
And that's why Paul doesn't win an NFL transfer portal right there. He would
exactly why, because Malik Neighbors would be out of here. But let's see, Dallas, they signed Clowney. Okay, I think everybody thought that was awesome and great.
Hold on now. Watch your words. Be very careful about your words here.
They signed Clowney. Everybody thought, I don't give a damn that he's a South Carolina Gamecock. I don't care if he's from Fort Mill, South Carolina. Fort Mill. And guess what he did in Fort Mill? His stupid ass done got locked up.
Listen, so you saying the Cowboys ain't known to sign people out of jail?
But he was arrested, y'all. If y'all didn't know, the other day, trying to park in a parking lot, and they told him no, he can't park there, and he did anyway. So
I'm Jadavian Clowney. You can't tell me what I can't park.
Sit your ass down, moment. If I may say so myself. And she said no. That's all I'm saying. But dumbass, y'all got Jadavion Clowney, whatever. He's okay. Y'all needed something. Since you gave up the world, we'll give you Mars. Saturn, Pluto, one of them little things. But he'll be a good edge rusher for you guys, but he is in his elder years, so and you don't want to illegally park out here. He's gonna be mad out here in Dallas.
Not really, because he ain't gonna find Dallas. Jared gonna have him in Arlington and Frisco. That's the only two places he gonna find himself in.
Between here and there, there's a lot to get into between Frisco and Arlington. A lot.
No, he gonna give a drive. I'm like, hold on, player. You gonna have to ride with somebody else.
He's gonna be in South Dallas.
But what I will say is this: I think this is a good signing. Yes, he's older in his years, but this is going to give some offensive line something to think about because Parsons not there. Right now, without Parsons, we ain't got to worry about nobody's coming around. This dude can still play. I think the last full season, he still had like 9 or 10 sacks in his last full season there. Yeah. And I think that was Carolina. Yes, at number 7. Yeah. So I'm excited. Pete, I'm going ahead and get you one of those Cowboy Clowney jerseys because it's the Gamecock situation. You better go get you one. I ain't buying it.
You just want to buy it.
I ain't buying that. But you understand what I'm saying. But this is a good signing for the Cowboys just to give them a pass rush that people can think about. He may not get to the corner like Parsons, but something to think about.
He said their chemistry is real, not just on the show. That was just a fun evening. Oh man, me and TT been having chemistry since 24. Dang man, talking shit at work. Always got me in trouble, man. We both sat outside our boss's office because we talked too much.
Yep, sure did. And still didn't care. Still didn't care.
No, didn't stop shit. Started talking to us.
Yep. Every day.
That door open trying to hear what we talking about. But anyway. What has Clowney done lately? Nothing. Didn't he get arrested last night? We just talked about that, Paul. You ain't got no internet. Is it going in and out? Let's see. Maybe it could be me late on the damn message. So I'll take that back. Don't get arrested for stupid shit. Say that fast for cocaine and special.
Tasha, that's in Dallas. In South Carolina, we get arrested for parking. You know, that kind of stuff.
Oh, boy. We just boot you out here and get tickets and shit. They take your car. They don't take you. But
congratulations to Clowney. I'm happy that he's got some place to play. I'm not happy he's a Cowboy, but I always celebrate former Gamecock. So
that was hilarious to me. Okay, let's see. Who they play? They play the 0-2 Bears. They play the Bears. Who you got?
Chicago. The Bears in Chicago.
It could be his game. It's time for it. It's time for a Williams game. Will it be?
This is one of them games that you throw out there because nobody really cares. Well, somebody cares apparently, but just like last week, I'm gonna pull the Cowboys again over the Bears. I just got to see something from Chicago that shows me that they can play, and I hadn't seen that quite yet. So we know can Chicago score 40 points? Because we know Cowboys can.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going for the Cowboys, y'all.
So that's 2 after the Cowboys. Let's win the next game.
Start itching shit. Get off of me. This is only for my chain purposes. I gotta be real about it. It hurt though. I'm tears in my eyes. I'm just saying. Laugh myself. Paul, I think Paul said he had to run to the car. Where'd you to go get out of the car, Paul? Some more sausages?
But did Tasha say that thing looked like a blunt this morning? She
did.
I lost everything.
She was trying to make him a little bit of breakfast, and she said, sausages. I mean, you want some sausages. I mean, what movie is that?
I don't know.
You don't know what movie that is?
No.
Who Moved My Car? What's that thing? That's that movie? Who Moved My Car?
Right.
Oh my God, you are whack as hell. You need to go watch that shit today. Something Who Moved My Car. Daddy, do you want some sausages?
What, two white dudes?
Yeah, they in it. They ain't the name of that movie.
I don't. Yeah.
You suck. Tasha, help a sister out, man. I know you know. Okay.
Listen, I'm older. I'm thinking stuff like that. Dude.
It's an old movie, for God's sake. Okay, Paul out there like reporter on Thursday night bringing up cheetahs off the field. Yeah, cheetahs was here like, man, listen, y'all slap that hoe, but I ain't gonna tell y'all.
Ain't none of y'all business. That's between me and her.
Ain't nothing or nobody play in Chicago.
I agree right now.
Not the blunt sausages. Yeah, see, he had blunt sausages. But Paul, we ain't gonna drag you along. We ain't gonna do you like your co-host.
She said look like a Tootsie Roll. So we both going for Dallas this week. Let's move on.
Let's move on. I think that's all I had on them now.
Uh-oh.
Big question of the day.
Let's listen.
Is Burrow cursed with the wrong team? That's where I'm at.
Okay. The answer to that question is no.
Shit, the hell.
Sometimes you get what you get and you can't be upset. Isn't that what they say? Isn't that exactly how they say that? Here's the bottom line. Burrow was at Ohio State. Did you know that? We all knew that. Tell me when he played. He couldn't get on the field. He went to LSU and now that we sit back in that year that Burrow became a superstar, I want you to sit back and think about that receiving core. Because me and my boys were talking about this.
He had Jefferson. He had pretty much it. Everybody. You remember that game they changed his jersey? The Burrow and like how they spell it in New Orleans. Yeah, they hyped him up. Hyped me up.
He had the greatest set of receivers in the history of college football on one team. So in other words, Farrah, if you got 2 seconds behind that offensive line and four of the 5 offensive linemen went pro, the other one was only a freshman, so he couldn't go nowhere.
He couldn't keep his team in the pros.
So he became a superstar on the team and showed what he can do. Greatness. Now he gets to Cincinnati. And he gets his wide receiver from college.
Ironically.
They also had a couple of other wide receivers, no offensive line. And he took these 2 dudes to the Super Bowl. Looked good. Took to the Super Bowl. No question. But you get what you deserve. If you're going to be great, you got to do great things with what you have around you. Now, is it that you can't stay healthy? So you're telling me that if you go to whoever got an offensive line, I don't know who has an offensive line these days, and then you gonna be the Buffalo. then you're going to be that superstar. Well, you are who you are. You got to make sure you adapt around.
I agree with that. He's out 3 months.
He had a broken toe.
He got turf toe. Then he had the thumb or something on his finger. Every year it's something, but he always has a horrible offensive line. This is what they have not built around him to keep him safe. They have not built around him since he got out. And then when he comes out, he still makes something out of nothing. He's been a comeback player 2 years, twice, not 2 years in a row because he's every other year he out. He has to keep coming back. When he can be a comeback player, what if he wasn't hurt? What if a team really wanted to make sure they kept him safe and built around him, got him as offensive line, got him protected? We all know he would be. We know he's good. We know he's great. He could be on superstar level if he had protection. He's never had that. In Cincinnati.
Do we know he can be great? Because here's the
yes, he's proven that. He shows that.
Here's the question: if you want an offensive line, why did you ask your team to draft that wide receiver instead of Peel Sewell at that offensive line?
One draft. That was one pick. Come on, man. That was one pick.
Hold on. If you want an offensive line, why you want to pay Higgins all this money instead of listen? I need you to bring some people in here to protect me. If you were concerned about any of that,
player.
No, he's asked for more than one player. Here's the situation.
Here's one player.
And here's what my point is about the LSU. You look good because you had all those people around you. Is that the only way you're going to look good? Can you make other people better?
With one around him.
Hold on. Can you make other people better? He hasn't proven to make anybody better. He has proven he can do it with superstars. He's proven he can do it with those type of people.
No protection. What would he do if he had protection? I don't see why you can see the bank. He would prosper anywhere else. I feel like personally.
Hold on.
That's just it. We gotta go these comments because they over here getting it.
If he didn't have any protection, why aren't you asking for protection instead of paying
that $20? Protection. He's not the front office. He's not the head coach. You building this. He can ask for someone in particular.
But you the front office and you the front office and the head coach when you want your receivers.
Dak is out telling Jerry who he wants to fucking protect
he sure.
Are you telling me that Hurts is out telling him every single person he wants to protect him? No, the front office is doing this. They have to build this program. They never say so.
But here's my argument. You can ask for something to make yourself look good, but you can't ask for something to protect you to make it longevity to make it even better.
We know he ain't asked.
Because the only people we hear him asking for is receiving to make sure they get paid. I'll take a pay cut if you sign your wide receiver. I love wide receivers.
So
I love people. No, I'm not blaming anybody for getting injured. No, I can't do that because this is the nature of this business. What I'm saying is, what are you asking for? This is going to happen if you don't have protection. If you can't stand up there for 3 to 4 seconds, you can't throw to those receivers. I want somebody in front of me so I can make sure I get these. Is it his fault that he can't stand there 3 to 4 seconds? Right? Is it?
No. Is it his fault? He don't have 3 seconds.
All I'm saying is he could be great under a great line, but don't ask me for receivers when you know I need a line. I'm going to draft what I think is going to help you and be better. Don't ask for certain in particular. I'm going to do it. That's not your job. That's my job.
All right, I got you on that. Let me hit these comments up. Brandon up it. Brandon, so glad I'm so glad Brandon is here right now because I know he's a smart man. Brandon, welcome. I sure appreciate you joining the show. Let me get this picture out of here so we can get Brandon up in the building. Thank you, Brandon, our part-time co-host. Appreciate you. Got the Tar Heel up in the building. So let me go back to the question. Is Burrow cursed with the wrong team? Now, why are you thinking? Because I know I don't know if you heard everything we have been fussing over for 12 minutes. Well, I'm going to go to the comments while you're trying to figure this out now. Is Burrow cursed with the wrong team? Let's see. Tasha is going ham in here. I can't even scroll back far enough. All right, let's see. Burrow is damaged goods. At LSU, he was throwing to two Hall of Famers with a line as strong as the Hoover Dam. This is my point. My point, he's a line. That's not his fucking fault. He is basically only as good as what's around him. Yes, Tasha, which he can't control. Gotta be on the field to make a comeback. Come on, man.
He got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. He still got 2 Hall of Famers around.
He doesn't have protection. He can't step back for 3 seconds. That's my thing. We're fussing about the line. He has no protection. He is with the wrong team. They have chosen not to build around him, not to build a line. TT's point is that he only asked for his wide receivers. He didn't ask for protection. And I'm like, why does he have to ask for protection? That's for one player here and there. They should be building this core around their quarterback. He's comeback player of the year. We know what his potential is twice. Playing with, I don't say he's playing with nothing, but he has no line to hold him 3 to 4 seconds so he can throw to those great receivers. Is he with the wrong team?
I mean, ideally, yes, but I mean, that's on the organization, really.
That's all I'm saying. TT swears he should be asking for these players.
That makes sense. If you're going to ask to pay the receivers, why don't you say, listen, man, I think I can survive with Chase. Give me some offensive linemen to protect me, and we can do something. But no, that's not what you do. What you do is, I'll take a pay cut if you sign Higgins. I want to do this if you sign Chase. Okay, skill positions are wonderful, but you can't get to the ball because you ain't paying defense. This is not college. And the point of that college was he had skill positions and linemen because you recruit. This is before you started paying legally. But now you have a salary cap. I can't pay Higgins $25 million and get an offensive lineman that's going to make a difference here. It's just not going to work. That's what the draft is for. Draft the wide receiver, pay these offensive linemen, defensive linemen. Defense gets better, offense gets better.
I think it's the reverse. I think you draft as a lineman because most of you don't sign the O lineman. A good O line, you sign a decent O lineman usually in free agency. Most of the good ones are going to be locked down. The Hall of Famers, the Pro Bowlers that you see, they usually are with one team for 12 to 15 years because that's the team they were drafted with. So it's really hard to go find the O lineman in free agency. I think you have to find them in the draft. When you get those, first round picks. If you need a guard, a tackle, a center, you better draft them because those usually are where those guys are at. You're not, once you go into free agency, those are like the backups or the guys who, might have had a good year 1 year and then the next year they didn't have a good year. So it's kind of like a gamble. You're playing Russian roulette with it.
I don't disagree with you. But my thing about this is, if you got that first round pick, don't ask for a wide receiver. Get that offensive lineman. There, you can find a wide receiver in free agency. I agree with that, but don't tell me to pay these people and then you expect me to do what? Even if I draft an offensive lineman, I can still go take 2 to 3 years.
Because they told him they were leaving. You might want to tell them so. Get my money. I'm out of here, homie. So I can see that happening. I mean, but yeah, Tasha, the point is you gotta be on the field. But she says it's time to call it.
They still are averaging like 30 points a game. So
they won without him. I mean, they did win the game without him anyway.
They played Jacksonville.
They did play Jacksonville. We'll get to that. Now he's come on, Paul. He's made of glass. He's a tall tool.
No, I wouldn't go that far. Wow. A tall tool.
Goes back to what Cam says: game manager or game changer.
Who, Burrow?
Can't make plays if you ain't playing. And the Bengals need help everywhere except for the skill positions. Hendrickson can't carry the defense by himself, and that's all they chose to pay.
Yeah, no, they definitely need help on the defense. I wouldn't say Burrow is a game manager though. He's definitely a changer when he's in there. Browning, I think, will do good just because you got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, but that offense doesn't run the same. And it should be interesting because they don't have a running back. In the past, they had a decent running back to rely on. So we'll see if Browning is able to thrive.
If Browning did okay. 241, 2 touchdowns, 3 INTs. Okay.
I'm gonna say this: it's easy to do that when they come in and nobody expects you. Now, let's see what Browning does when there's a game plan for him next week. Because now for the next 3 months, we're game planning for you. You're not jumping off the bench.
And that's my question: Do they keep him, or do you trade?
Keep him.
And
you
my
sign somebody
trade.
back up. You sign back up somebody, but oh no, that ain't happening. You ain't gonna trade that division. Are you crazy? That is not what you gonna do to make your enemy better.
Oh,
man.
Okay, hypothetically, y'all don't think that he will be a game changer down there instantly? He ain't getting nothing over where yet.
It ain't happening. It ain't gonna happen.
No,
I mean, if he go to Cincinnati, that would be great. It would be like playing at Colorado with those receivers that he had. It would be great. Start picking it up. Boop, boop, boop. But
you want to win or you don't.
But he ended up getting hurt too. That's what'll happen.
Yeah, because he still ain't got no line. But he knows how to run without a line. He been doing that since Jackson State.
Exactly. It's just like Colorado, Jackson State. I ain't got no line. Just get rid of the ball.
He been running like hell. So I can see that happening. Brandon is not a rookie. He has played well as a backup in the past. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see.
True,
I'm not a fan.
They had a running back. They had Joe Mixon. And then last year, I forgot the back. They had a couple backs last year. I don't. I mean, I think they still got some of the guys, but they're not performing as well as they have.
They just overall, it's just a
I hope they lose the rest of the games for the season because they're in the wrong division. I don't care. Keep losing. They're in my division. Keep losing.
Now they play the Vikings.
Okay.
Week. Who you got?
2 backup quarterbacks this week.
Yes,
2 backup quarterbacks in there. So it's Minnesota's backup quarterback, which is Carson Wentz, the legend, versus Browning, and they play in Minnesota and Cincinnati because it's going to be the same.
They play in Minnesota.
I'm going with Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I'm picking Minnesota simple because the coach at Minnesota is a quarterback whisperer. If it can make Donald better, they can make Carson Wentz come back too. So I think this is going to be an easy victory for Minnesota.
Okay, Brandon, you on here, so you got to get you a couple picks behind now. Who you got? Well, I'm going to say honestly, or you don't have to be honest. Who did you pick, Bills or Dolphins Thursday?
Oh, the Bills.
Okay,
yeah.
That was a no-brainer. Now, Rams and Eagles, who you got?
The Rams.
Damn.
I told you.
Okay.
The Rams. There's some teams. Even with the Bills and Dolphins, it wasn't a no-brainer because the Dolphins usually play the Bills tough, and I think in past years the Bills have started off, maybe like one loss or been undefeated, and it's usually been the Dolphins who have beaten them. I think the Rams are that type of team for the Eagles. And then we saw in the playoffs, had there been
everything they wanted, they gave them everything.
Yeah, had the plays gone a couple of different ways, we might have seen a Rams versus Chiefs Super Bowl.
And think about this. Saquon had to run for almost 300 yards in the snow to beat the Rams. Almost 300 yards. So that's
staying where I'm at. I'm going to stick with the Eagles kick rocks. Cowboys, Bears.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we're playing catch up with you. Cowboys, Bears. I know I didn't want to do it either.
Breathe it out.
I'm going to go Bears on this.
Okay.
I'm going to go Bears.
All right. And lastly, Chiefs and Giants.
The Chiefs. No way they go 0-3. No, I can't see them going 0-3.
You didn't see them going 0-2 either, did you? But
no.
Things have happened.
But you got to think they've been in all those games, and you got Rasheed Rice out, you got Xavier Worthy out. I mean, people are panicking. Like when you watch First Take and all the shows, they're panicking like, "Oh, I can't believe they're 0-2." But if you really look at it, they were in both games without their best 2 receivers.
And Kelsey's not playing his best.
He ain't the same. It ain't the same Travis Kelce, but out of 18 games he's gonna get at least 4 or 5 where he looks like the old Kelce. So
yeah. I mean, he did pick a ball up right off the top of the grass with his fingertips. So that's it. He still signs that he's there. Rams beating the Eagles. Shanetta, Eagles with the win. So what's up, Shanetta? Shay Bum, my love sister. I appreciate you joining us today. Rams beating Eagles. I don't know about that one, Shanetta. I can't roll with you on that one, but y'all can roll with it. I'm good with it. However y'all want to do. So we're gonna
They
move
play the
right.
Eagles tough. They play
They
the
gonna
Eagles
play them
tough.
too. They do. But I'm not convinced.
And that D line, they athletic on that D line.
Now, question real quick. Now, I know we was talking about the Bengals. They played the Jags. We don't really care about the Jags, but I do see it's getting really hard out there for oh boy. I think he's starting to see it ain't that easy to play both sides of the field. Yeah, Hunter. What we gonna do with him? I mean, his stats are better, I think, defensively, than definitely offensively. I think he got 2 catches, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to do both sides. Like, seriously, what y'all thinking so far?
2 games in, it's a small sample, and they are really focusing more on the defensive side than the offensive side. So his offensive numbers are just what they're going to be. He's going to be that. Now he did get the penalty on the defensive side and get Cincinnati to get to where they need to get to, but that just happens in the NFL all the time.
Pains.
So I think we're gonna keep seeing this until Jacksonville is basically out of everything. Then you may see him more offensive side and see what he can do for going into the next season. But right now, stay focused on defense. Get you 1, 2, 10 plays offensive side of the game, and then move on from that. So
now they play the Texans.
Ooh. Okay, I'm going with the Texans if you're gonna throw that out in the conversation. I'm just gonna go ahead with the Texans for that
one. Brandon, what you got to say on that one?
You can be a jack of all trades or a master of none.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, if you what I think I screwed that up, but yeah, we've already seen in the NFL. Deion did it. Devin Hester, Charles Woodson did it a little bit. I think it's best to start out on the defensive side to become a lockdown corner, and then they throw you in on some packages on offense. Like I think I forgot who said it. I think it might have been Cam Newton or somebody, but he was like, in the NFL, you got to think if you're gonna play both ways. He said you got to guard Tyreek Hill on offense. Well, at the time, Jalen Ramsey was still with the Dolphins, but he was like, you're gonna have to guard Tyreek on offense, and then go on the other side, and Jalen Ramsey, you're gonna have to go against Jalen Ramsey. So that ain't happening. You're not gonna have a good game on both sides.
He need about 30 more pounds to even think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, he's not even big enough to do both sides. He's injured. I commend him too. They say ADHD, that's just a straight adrenaline. But all I can tell you is that he's not big enough to be out there on both sides. He's not going to have a career at all. So you better pick one soon. Chanel, the Eagles going to win. We know y'all over there flying high with those Eagles. So whatever. We'll see how it goes. I'm with them this week. I'm not predicting them to lose. They predicting the Rams to win, not me. So, on that note, who we gonna move on over to? Oh, wait a minute. Who'd you say, Jags or Texans?
I say Texans.
Okay, who you got, Brandon?
The Jags have been playing pretty good though. ETN is finally starting to run the ball consistently. What is the Texans are what? They're 0-2 too, right?
Yeah. They're both 0-2 and Jags are 1-1.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with the Texans just because I don't think they'll go 0-3. But that I would still put an asterisk beside it.
Ain't no buts.
I would put an asterisk beside that one.
Ain't no buts. Now, on to the next. Them damn Broncos, y'all. So the Broncos won, then they lost. Fuck me up. Somebody else go ahead and talk about this game.
All I saw was
upset.
I saw a text say I'm going to bed now. That's all I heard. I didn't know. I didn't have any context about what that was when I got the text across my screen. It was just like, I'm going to bed now. Good night. And then I'm like, what is that turn? I'm like, listen, it was a good game. I can't fault either team. They played well. You know, a penalty changed the trajectory of that game at the very end.
It's a dumbass penalty.
but it is what it is. I will hold, if I was a Bronco fan, I wouldn't hold on to this. I'm like, okay, that's done. Let's go on to the next week. That's what my thought process would be.
We ain't got no choice. We really just don't have a choice. But they did get a dumbass penalty touching the center. So it took the goal away. I'm over it. So we won. Then we turned around and lost. So it was a very, very emotional day. But do y'all believe in Daniel Jones?
Indiana Jones and the tip of the Colts, boy.
In that offense, yeah. That just goes to show in the NFL, it's sometimes about the system.
He's all fair left the chat after that kick. I sure the hell did. I was upset because if anybody, I would have drove to everybody's house respectively in order by distance and flatten everybody's damn tires. So that was a hurtful day for me. But we had 588 yards passing to the two TDs. Didn't matter. Not put anything on our quarterback. That was just a dumb play at the end. Went to the wire. So I mean, what can you do? But we played the Chargers, which is even more scary. What you got?
Y'all playing in Denver or y'all playing in Los Angeles?
I think we're playing in LA. Yeah. Playing in LA.
Then I'm going with the Denver Broncos in this one. I'm pulling the Broncos for the upset. It's interesting.
You said Chargers and Broncos?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, we gotta have this win. The Chargers already done beat the Chiefs, so we need this
and the Raiders. So they two are in the division. So
we gotta have this win.
I'm sorry, I'm going Chargers.
Do what you gotta do, Brandon. If you want me on the losing end, that's on you, buddy. Right. So Chargers, that's what we got for them. We need this game. Don't text me. Don't call me. I'm glued in. I don't need 4 games up. I just need 1 game up at that time. Do you understand me? This is important. This will determine the rest of our season. And we can't.
You know, you got him again. And you get a chance to get him at home. It's okay.
There's a lot of season left.
It is, but I want them all. I don't want no chances at the end. But anywho, we done with the Broncos. Now, Falcons.
Yes.
Man, listen. The Falcons won the game. But when I tell you,
one more game.
It was the boringest fucking game. It was so boring. Oh my god. Listen, it was boring to me.
All I could see when this game was Farrah sitting there celebrating because she was talking about her fantasy football team in my head the whole time. She was sitting there all in here thinking, this boy better not do nothing, and he didn't. So, but it was a boring game. Nothing else to it. Falcons win. It doesn't even matter. As long as you win, put the victory up. That's all that matters to it. It can look what everyone wants to look like. You know, I feel sorry for Young Gung Koo because he got cut after this game too. But I didn't want to call him Young Ho Koo. That's how
they needed to fire his ass.
So they got rid of him. But congratulations to the Falcons. Take the victory and go about your business. And McCarthy got hurt in this game. Not only did they lose, he got hurt, and he's going to be out several weeks now because of this game. But
did y'all see the play that he got hurt on? Because I didn't.
No, I didn't. I still would.
So did he get hurt?
Yeah, he finished the game. It was like after the game they announced. So.
No, I think that was an easy way to say, bitch, you ain't starting no more.
It's only week 2, man. You can't shut him down. Shut him down for play in week 2. You can shut him down for hurt. But Falcons, keep it interesting. You want to stay close in that division they're in because it's only going to be either them or the Buccaneers eventually. So congratulations.
Do-rag swag. Get a do-rag swag. But I mean, Penix, he ain't had no TDs. 35 yards. McCarthy had 2 INTs. No touchdowns. Did anybody score a touchdown? Penix ran one in, didn't he? I don't know.
Because nobody had 7 field goals. Because you can't get 22 and 7 field goals. That's what he was.
Man, that was, I mean, all I can say is 7 punts plus 1 touchdown equals boring. So that's what I'm going to say. It was horrible, but I'm glad that was over because it was very important for fantasy. If you play fantasy, it was a lot riding on it for me anyway. So I'm just glad I didn't pick up McCarthy. I'm glad I left his ass on my bench. And I believe in Daniels for what he did, and now he's out. Now on my fantasy, if you're on fantasy, my fantasy is screwed. Both of my quarterbacks are out. Daniels and my backup, McCarthy. So I'm rolling with Darnold this week. He's only playing the Saints. That was the best quarterback that I could find playing an opposing team that might could get me some points. Because I'm up head-to-head against Hurts. So I'm just trying to get what I can this week. I'm doing all right. Yeah, Brandon got me in here. He done got me on the good fantasy football. TT keeps me stressed out. So
that's what a good general manager does. That's what the corner does.
Nothing about fantasy football, but I had to go on, and Tasha got on StreamYard with me and talked me in like 20 minutes. So I was good to go. So I'm ready to make it to the playoffs this year. So we're gonna see how it goes.
So who the Falcons play this week? Who they playing on the schedule?
Yeah, they play the Panthers.
And where they playing at, in Carolina or the ATL?
In Carolina.
Oh, yeah, it's in Charlotte.
The only game I've ever been to at the Panther Stadium is because it's a really big rivalry. I guess it's always a fight in the stands. You know those things.
Well, actually, the Buccaneers are considered more our rival than the Falcons.
Oh, now they are okay. It's still gonna be a fight in the stands. Who you got?
So are we gonna keep pounding, or we gonna go? We gonna fly? I'm
going with the Falcons.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
I already know Brandon going with the Panthers.
No, I'm going with the Falcons.
I'm going with the Panthers.
I'm a Panthers fan, diehard Panthers fan. We just lost Robert Hunt. Austin Corbett is hurt. Those are two. Robert Hunt is like one of the anchors on that offensive line.
I believe this shit.
I think Steve Smith light a fire under y'all sports fans in Charlotte this week when he started cursing y'all out. So I think the team will have to step up. Leggett going to actually catch the ball. I'm going with the Panthers this week. I'm pounding this week.
Always if you ask my sports opinion, I go with the Falcons. My heart is with the Panthers. I'm gonna be rooting, but the way we've struggled early in games and then have tried to come back. I think Bryce starts off a little timid, and then I guess he's like, fuck it. I gotta do something.
No way.
And so when he he's just gonna be a small player. I mean, that he was
biscuits.
Some Bo-Berry biscuits.
He was advertised Steph Curry of football. So Steph ain't really small. If you've ever seen Steph, he's 6'3". He's like big, but he's got lean muscle. But
your boy is gonna get beat down. So they're gonna pound him. That's all right. Keep pounding, Shanetta.
I'm going with Shanetta. We going with the Panthers. We saw what the Falcons can do the offensive wise. If they don't get going early, Panthers gonna stay in the game and it's gonna be very good. So congratulations on the Panthers in their first victory. That's what I'm saying.
I do want to shout out biographies over on Instagram. Appreciate you joining. Hope you're enjoying. Yeah, I'm the same way, fan. He can't be working out. Get in the gym, Bryce. Like I don't know how you think he's gonna be an NFL quarterback at 159 pounds soaking wet. We can't do that. You're gonna get hurt every time. So outside of them, I think we just gotta pick in on them. Let's see. Steelers. Y'all on my damn list too. Where is y'all defense, man?
Yeah. Joey Porter's out, right? Porter's out.
What's up? What's up, TT?
First game was an aberration. Jets and Steelers, and they scored. Second game, we ended up having like 4 or 5 injuries on the defensive side. People were falling out against Seattle, and then we had a bonehead play on special teams, but we won't talk about that one. But it was a lot of injuries that hit the Steelers defense against Seattle. So I still say it's an admiration. Y'all 30 points in the last couple of games. Steelers going to win easy against New England. Well, no, excuse me. They're going to beat New England. They ain't going to win easy because we don't play New England well overall. But our defense overall is kind of People say we're old. People say a lot of things. It's been a lot of injuries. Yes, Porter is out. We lost a couple of linebackers. We lost a defensive lineman, 2 defensive linemen this week. But we're getting a couple of them back. So don't worry about us. We're still sitting in the rate of 101. We still going, and we'll be all right. And again, my pick is Pittsburgh over New England before you even have to ask the question.
Brandon, anything you got for this excuse of
I
whatever he
agree.
said?
It's much ado about nothing. I think once they get healthy on defense, it's going to be completely different. But the crazy thing is, did you see I think Dan Orlovsky or somebody put a chart together where they was like they were showing T.J. Watts. No, it was Pat McAfee. They put a chart together where they were showing where all the plays were running. On T.J. Watt's side, it was like literally nothing, and then all on the other side, it was like
keep them alive.
We ain't going over there.
Yeah.
They're average 7 yards a rush on the opposite side, and then we're going against TJ at 1.82 yards.
Something crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah. Once they get healthy, we'll see a different Steelers team. I think the biggest question though is offense. Can you get DK and Aaron Rodgers to get on the same page? Because it don't seem like they're clicking very well. Yeah,
only 2 plays.
Well, if you pay attention, it's not, and this is not the first time, and maybe last time. It's not Rodgers' fault. DK has been dropping balls. Balls have been put in his hand. He's literally been dropping. So, what kind of chemistry am I going to get to you when I'm throwing you the ball and you're dropping it? But I'm gonna keep throwing to you. All you got to do is start catching. Because once you start catching, you're gonna see. So the chemistry you can see is there because they're throwing it to him. You just got to make the catch.
It goes back to minicamp and preseason. They don't get no snaps together. Nothing. They just sitting in the damn room in chairs going over offensive plays, but they ain't taking no snaps together because they're too good to get on the field.
They need to go on the ayahuasca trip. That's what we need to.
Now, both of y'all know this is literally week 3 is week 1 of the season because everything was traded. They camp and preseason games disappeared now. This is literally week 1 right now. We're going into week 1 of everybody's season. So the first 2 weeks was basically what it was. So we'll see what the real teams are moving forward. The Broncos were in a preseason game against the Colts, and that's why they had a preseason penalty. It won't happen anymore this season. Just throwing it out there. Okay, let's move on.
Tools of being confident. I'm like Brandon. I'm being courteous, I guess. Mm-hmm. Brandon, who you got?
This game? Oh yeah, no, I'm going with the Steelers. In New England is better, but I still think the Steelers have enough to win this game.
I'm going with the Steelers. You better not do me wrong, TT, this week.
Okay, well last year you was the curse of death. Every time you picked me, we didn't do anything. So
hopefully I'll be the curse of death this week. We're gonna see how it go. Now the Seahawks play the Saints. Jesus, do it. I mean, I'm gonna have to say the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to. And they play at Seahawks, so
go Seattle. Yeah.
The Saints is just waiting for Arch to come out, but I mean that may not even benefit them the way he's been playing. So
we won't even. We'll get to him in just a second. And my thing is what the hell is Cleveland doing? I'm just trying to figure out. Do y'all think that it's time to make a QB change? Whether it's to Gabriel, what y'all think?
No,
he said it is not. You don't think it's time yet? We're just gonna leave.
I think both of these rookies still need time to kind of watch and kind of observe what happens in the NFL, and they need to beat Flacco in there. Now, none of us had expectations that Cleveland was going to a Super Bowl this year, regardless of who was starting.
But do you have to be 0-12 this year? I mean,
I don't think it's going to get to 12. It may get halfway through the season, and then whatever happens at that point. But excuse me, they were not. They were 1 point off against Cincinnati, who had Burrow, literally. And they caught the buzzsaw that everybody's going to catch in Baltimore in week 2. So I can't hold them against nothing. They're not that bad of a team right now. Defensive wise, I think they're top 3 and monsters on the defensive side. Flacco, all they got to do is maintain, get them on that right road, score a certain amount of points. So no, these dudes ain't going to be playing for a few weeks, and Cleveland going to win a few games.
Well, they're not going to win this damn week, and it could be a quarterback change because they got to play the Packers. So good luck, Flacco. Good, they're going to Flacco.
It ain't gonna matter who played the cool.
Somebody might get hurt tonight. No, Flacco non-running ass could really catch an L. I see I see at least a 2-3 sack game for Parsons tonight.
Flacco got a quick release. He might not take that hit. He get rid of that ball. You gonna get hit.
You better be throwing it out of bounds. You better be trying to get, because there won't be an accurate pass and not near receiver, okay? Because he's gonna get
But Green Bay wins this game, so we talking deeper. Green Bay wins.
So, all right,
a bunch of screens and 5-yard outs and slants. That's what's gonna happen this week.
Get it out of my hands. Get it out.
So everybody is with the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't dumb. Now, let's see who I got up next. Ooh. Them dumb at the 39ers hospital. Have y'all been there? Y'all need to go visit. Y'all need to go visit.
You wrong for all that.
We don't know if we gotta be able to perform in and out. Man, it's sad out there. I don't even know. They play the Cardinals this week, who are unexpectedly 2-0. So
they,
unexpected. Don't act like but we still didn't expect them to be 2-0. I don't remember who they played first.
I was gonna say they almost blew that because they were up 27-3, and then we came back. We got to 22. Won the onside. We got the onside kick and had the opportunity to win the game. But the Panthers didn't panther, and we couldn't convert. But they almost blew that game. I don't see them. I still don't see them. I don't see them beating the 49ers this week, even without Purdy.
Well, Purdy's questionable. I don't know if he's playing or not.
He's not playing. He's not. Mac Jones to start.
Even
Mac
without
Jones will start.
So who's playing in here? Who's backing him up?
Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac Jones. They said Mac has been killing.
Mac, all right. I'm going with the 29ers. I just don't believe in pocket pass over there. Just don't.
49ers got a solid kind of defense, but this is a big game for the Cardinals. This is going to be
but they're in San Francisco.
They're gonna lose. Yeah, I don't see it.
I'm going with the 49ers this week, but that's a tight one for me. It's tight.
Oh, I'm choosing the 49ers. I don't think the Cardinals, even though they're 2-0, I don't think they're that good of a team. I think it's one of those things where, the schedule has been, kind of favorable. So
it is. I'm gonna go with 49ers. I think they're injured. They're almost the damn 29ers. So we're gonna see how they go for them. But speaking of them and that quarterback, it's a lot of quarterbacks injured this week. Okay, it's 5 injured quarterbacks this week, and ain't none of them playing, which is a terror to fantasy football. But any reason I feel like it's so much? I mean, do every last one of these teams have a horrible line? Like, what is the reasoning for all 5 these 5 quarterbacks? It's a toe, it's an elbow, it's a knee, it's an ankle.
It's a concussion. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that one.
Two are just permanent.
I don't know if it's the lines. I know I can look at a couple of these people who believe they got to do too much, and doing too much, get you hurt easily. But it's the nature of the sport. You have 11 people coming at you every play. They looking dead at you every play. You're going to get hurt if you run it. You're going to get hurt if they get to hit you. Whatever situation is. This is just the nature. Both 2 of them got toe problems. You got 2 with toe problems, 1 concussion, 1 knee, 2 with knee,
and an ankle,
an ankle and a knee. So it's just the business. But this is the week they all will come back, or at least 3 of the 4 will be back in a couple of weeks, and that's why you sign backup quarterbacks. This is the reason.
It's a lot of backup quarterbacks this week. Who's going to be MVP? It is a lot of backups, which shows how important they actually truly are to the game, which most people don't realize. But we'll see how those respective teams go. But the one good thing I did here, we're almost done with the NFL. We really are. It was a lot to cover since TT had us miss the day this week.
That me.
The Commanders are returning to DC. They building a stadium. I think it'll be done 2030. They're taking the old JFK building. So they're gonna bring it on back, and it's gonna be an indoor stadium at that. So we ain't gotta worry about the snow, none of that stuff. I know Brandon got some family that went up there this weekend for the game. Hopefully they have a good time. But they're diehard, I guess, Raiders and Commander fans.
The Redskin fans, congratulations. You get back to RFK. Congratulations. You get back to DC where you're supposed to be. If you're DC, why are you? Wait a minute. But isn't the RFK in Landover, Maryland? This is technically, but I guess Landover, Maryland is DC. So I think that's the closest to DC you can get right there. So I'm happy for that. I want everybody to come home, but I still don't understand why. And I'm a history buff here. Why the Ravens / Commanders didn't build a group stadium like could have been in between the two of them and been saving money. But I don't live in that area. I don't have that money. I don't have to pay for it. I'm not gonna be taxed on it. None of that. But congratulations. I love the new stadium now. 2030.
I can imagine what it's gonna look like. Okay, you're gonna go in and take an elevator straight to your seat. I don't know, some jets and shit.
Oh, they're gonna go all out. Yeah,
oh, you best believe it.
The group that bought them, yeah.
But it's still gonna be a bunch of homeless outside, and it's gonna smell like pee in about a year.
Oh yeah, that's always the case.
That's about a new spot.
Yeah, that's everything.
So, end of an era. We're at the end of the NFL, but this is the end of an era. I don't know if you guys even pay this attention, but ain't nobody picked these homies up. So, I mean, is it an end of an era? Do they go ahead and retire? What y'all got?
I think
that's Ezekiel Elliott. I think y'all know.
I think one of those two will be on a team before the end of the season.
Because of playoffs. I don't
know if it's going to be playoffs because it's going to be need. I think Odell will be probably on a team before the end of the year. I don't know if you don't bring a running back back. Running backs when they done, they usually done.
He begged Charlotte to pick him up. Why y'all ain't picked him up? Why the Panthers ain't get him? He wanted to come there.
Who? Odell?
Odell, yes. I read about him wanting to come to Charlotte.
Oh well, I can imagine we got a young wide receiver core and. They probably, Odell. Well, I mean, yeah, he's a veteran wide receiver, and I think he will be fine. But Tepper is big on perception. That's why Cam got run out of Charlotte. That's why we aren't honoring Cam in the way that we should, because I personally don't think he likes loud personalities, even though. OBJ, in the past couple of years, he's kind of calmed down, and he ain't really causing no ruckus. But I honestly don't think Tepper wants that type of player in
they need any type of player in Charlotte right now.
Hold on. When is a perception of y'all gonna figure out to get rid of Tepper? Because that's what it looks looking like. I mean,
how you get rid of an owner? Please let me. you can't get rid of an owner unless he does something.
Ask the Clippers. The Clippers figured out how to do it in the NBA. Figure out how to get that owner out. Listen, I was a diehard fan of Jerry Richardson. I used to work for Jerry Richardson when I worked for the Panthers for a few years. And he was an extremely nice guy. And then I met him because I also worked in the sports store, and him and his family would always come in there because we would sell Panther and gear away from the stadium. And that would be the only place the whole family would come in and buy stuff from us because they wanted to keep that business going. I love Jerry Richardson, and I loved everything about him now. He was the best man. I know that. But to me, he showed me nothing but respect, and he would come in and say Torrance every time like we knew each other, which was a brilliant thing. So that's what an ownership thing is. I know how to get something together to win, and maybe that's what Tepper needs to do. Tepper comes from the Steelers family. I'm going to say that out loud, and nobody may pay attention. He was an owner of the Steelers, but the Steelers do certain things one way. You can't do that everywhere else. So you need to figure it out. And the point is, OBJ would help those young receivers get better. They could show them, and that's the whole point of bringing him in there. Now, but they do have Hunter Renfrow, which is basically the same thing in that sense for me right now for Carolina, and that's going to make it better. But the overall thing is, I think Beckett will be at a team. He will help a young squad or be that an injury replacement, but I don't think the running back is coming back. Once you get a certain age of running back, like Le'Veon Bell, whatever have to do, certain time when you get out the league, you out the league. It's done. It's over. So.
Gotcha. Oh well, we're gonna see how it goes.
I think at this point, OBJ would definitely want to play for a team that's contending.
Yes, he would. I think he just want to play at this point because ain't nobody picking him up.
I mean, he has gotten money and he has already gotten a ring because he got a ring with the Rams. So all this is the love of the game and go out the way you want to go out. So it depends how you want to do it. You want to go out the way you feel.
I think he's ruined that already. He should have been. He should have already done it if he wouldn't have got on top. I mean, he has salt on top of his name at this point. You know what I mean?
And that's the reason he wants to come back because he wants to wipe that sun off. Say, listen, that was what I was. This is who I am. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm showing you I can still do this. Now I can leave. That's exactly what it is. I can
go back to the Giants,
right?
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't think nobody wants him right there. Him and neighbors. Could you imagine that? Ooh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay. But divisional standings, real quick. It's only week 2, so your team 2-0 or you ain't. That's pretty much where it's at. I don't think there's any question on who's at the top of each division. Philly, Green Bay, San Fran, which is shocking. Tampa Bay, Bucks, Cincinnati, which is shocking. I can't even imagine that. But it was 2. They'll be down by Cleveland soon. Chargers and Indiana, which I think right now Houston's they're not doing as well as I thought they would.
Offensive line. They had built their offensive line.
So we're gonna see. It's only week 2. I'm going in week 3. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna take picks just so for the record. He was all in my mirror, all in my shit. Where that chain at? Where that chain at? Where that chain at? Hey, hit me 1 time. Hit me 2 times. Yeah, I won. Yeah. For winners only. Go ahead. Y'all see it. 2 weeks straight. I don't even take the tie. The tie don't matter. You ain't getting this shit. You talked shit last week. I can even see myself through it. Ooh,
first, I want to say congratulations, and secondly, if the people who are here with us last Saturday, they recognize who took the team picked out and was very honest, unlike the other people who make up numbers and make themselves look good. I literally made sure I double counted, and she won. Congratulations!
No, he texted me and said you won last week by 1. I said, "What's the count?" So
and then I went back and counted it.
And he said 11-9. Can you not get home? And he was trying to cheat me just like that. You won by 1. No, but you won by 2.
Brandon, if I wanted to cheat, I'd have sent it 10-9. I'd say 11-10. If I wanted to cheat it,
that's why I'm doing my own numbers this week, y'all.
But I want to make sure, hear your congratulations. Even a broke clock is twice a day. Congratulations to your 1 time. There we go. You got 1 more time and live with it.
However you want to take it. We got a couple, I think it's a couple trash games real quick. We'll talk about to make sure we get our numbers info. But I'm going to be the dead horse, but y'all know who the champ is. The champ is here. The champ is here. Thursday night football. What you got?
The Dolphins played very well. Tua threw a bad interception. Basically, what ended up happening at the end. But as Brandon said earlier, there are some teams that match up with you differently. We always when the Cowboys were great and the Redskins were horrible, the Skins would always beat the Cowboys. There was just something about it. Same scenario here. They didn't pull it off, but they played it close. Because me and you even Texas like this. They finally played somebody close. Somebody they shouldn't be playing close. They played close tonight. That doesn't make any sense. So, but either way, Josh Allen is a monster. 22 for 28, only 230 yards for 3 touchdowns, and he broke some record, 300 total touchdowns for his squad. Some record he broke. Congratulations to him. So, but other than that, it was Dolphins versus Bills to me. That's all it was.
Yeah, he did what he had to do. Brandon, any thoughts on this game? I was very just disappointed they even let them stay, within that close. But it's NFL any given Sunday. So.
Well, yeah, the Dolphins just always seem to play the Bills tough. That's always, and the Patriots. Well, when the Patriots was on top, they used to play the Patriots tough. It's just certain teams that they suit up for. And it's going to be a good game, and so I wasn't. Everybody was, kind of expecting a blowout, but I wasn't. I thought Josh looked sharp, but he didn't even. But he's not even the highlight of the game. It was James Cook. Like Josh was just he was the game manager that game. Really, it was they were letting James Cook was getting off. Another thing, I kind of get upset with the Bills because a lot of their staff is from our 2015 year. So I called them. I
I
called
went
them
yard selling.
the Buffalo Panthers. I mean, we had Joe Brady. We fired Joe Brady, and he went up. They picked him up there in Buffalo. So they just take all of our play. I think Shaq Thompson is there now. So they take everything that we let go or we don't value, and they make it better. So I kind of secretly root for the Bills, and I also kind of secretly root against them. It's like a love-hate relationship. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, and I like to secretly call Josh Allen the white Cam Newton. But yeah,
I can see that.
But yeah, James Cook. Yeah, James Cook was the highlight of that game. He was cooking, and Josh was just he just had to make the right play, and that's all he was doing.
Yeah, Josh was joshing, so I do see that. But it was a good game. It was an eye opener, so they're not blowing no one out. It's gonna be a really good season. That's what I will say. This season's gonna be crazy. There was a couple games on here, only a few that we have not picked. Jets and Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Bucks, yeah, Bucks. And they just lost, Justin Fields.
Yeah, he's out. Somebody else too.
But Tyrod Taylor can do it because he's been doing it for the last 15 years. So it's the same system. They ain't changing
go get his
that
check. He's gonna get his little check tomorrow.
I think that'll make the game closer because Tyrod, he's a game manager.
Yeah, when he get in, he's
definitely a game manager, and I mean that in a good sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what about the Colts and the Titans?
Colts.
Brandon?
Colts as well.
Raiders, Commanders. And you got to think, there is no Daniel, no Daniel. So there's no Jay. And then Mariota
has been playing well when he played when he was a backup in Washington. He's been the backup in Washington. And he played.
I'm going with Washington.
I'm going with the Commodores. Without Lionel, which you can think about it. They dropped a couple of hits when Lionel left. Lionel ain't playing today, so they got they do it.
But it's good. But you never really know. I don't give anything for the Raiders. You talking about Mr. 2-yard Genty.
Where's that game at again? Yeah, but he has the best looking 2 yards. I like he'll run over somebody.
His average is 2 yards. He can't. I'm gonna run over one player and get 2 yards. I'm not here for it.
Look, it is the best looking 2 yards I done seen.
He can't block. He can't block.
I mean, now that he.
What do you
mean?
Not
that he can't block. He try to block.
Won't. He's scared. That dude like 5'3". Like what he supposed to do? He cutting people from the ankles.
Like what Patrick Beverly said about Chris Paul. Said he was a traffic cone. That's basically what Genty is. He a traffic cone out there. Like.
Wow.
They're like he's a demonstration. This is the A block. This is the B gap. He's just standing there.
He's not blocking. If you give him the ball, he's not blocking. He gonna watch. He gonna watch the play.
So either gonna get his quarterback hurt or something. But Genty, I'm not here for it right now.
But where's the game at again? It's in Washington. Yeah, Washington.
Yeah, they're playing in Washington, so that's a wrap. I think we have them all now.
Wait.
Whoa, Monday night.
I was thinking about it. You said the Raiders in Washington. We got Mariota, but we still got Geno. I might go with the Raiders. I think I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
I'm gonna text your cousins and tell them what you said. You ain't invited to the next family. Let's see. So okay? Well, I gotta go back. Let me scratch his name and put it on the dumb side. All right. Where am I at? I can't even find them no more. Commanders. Brandon going for Raiders. All right, and last but never not least, Lions and Ravens. 1-1, 1-1. TT, I know you don't need neither one of them to win.
Actually, this was my Super Bowl pick right here.
It was last year was a Super Bowl pick, and this year too.
Yeah, this year is my Super Bowl pick. Now I think I did Detroit and Buffalo, but neither here nor there. But I'm going with the Ravens at home. I'm not even going to have a conversation about it. The Ravens at home.
Brandon?
Yeah, I second that. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ravens at home.
I'm with y'all. All right, all the picks are in. I don't want to hear shit. They in there. Because if I have to have a sit your ass down moment for all of y'all, then it's gonna be bad.
Oh
But
Lord, sit your ass down.
we do have an official sit your ass down moment. Now, Tasha, real quick. Yeah, the Raiders, because I've seen Toxic smash all in person. I wasn't in person. No, I'm going with you. Going for the Raiders, Tasha. All right, do you? But sit your ass down moment. This could be one for you too, Tasha. Depending on how this game goes. What did she say? Lamar, Bob Lamar. I don't know. Akbar, maybe. I don't know, but do you? That's what I'm gonna say. But I sit your ass down moment comes in courtesy of the Buffalo Bills. Why? Not one, but two. You sit your ass down. Diggs done dug a hole. A whole hole. I think that's what I was supposed to say. A whole hole.
Excuse me. He didn't dig a hole. He just filled them.
Yeah.
There's a difference in the concept. He didn't dig it. He filled it. He filled the hole. Now, this came out this week, and they played the clip of him on the Family Feud. Have y'all seen that? And the clip of Family Feud is I can't remember what it was, but the whole thing was so silly and it's so appropriate. I wish I could remember what the question was. And it's like, keep it in. I
remember the answer was like, leave it in.
Leave it
I remember.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Steve came back really quick and said, see, that's what all your boys say, that's what your problem is right now. Well, first, congratulations, sir. We know you can do it. We didn't know you could do it before.
Wait, Thompson said he wanted to be Tyreek Hill so bad.
So congratulations to him, and welcome to parenthood. That's all I'm going to say about this.
Oh man, that's crazy. But yeah, he wanted to be Tyreek Hill really bad. I thought they were broke up. I mean, y'all remember he said she smelled like Newport booty juice. You remember?
Did he say that? Did he say that for real?
Yes, and we talked on here. He called her like a Newport beer booty juice. It was something crazy.
Garbage can juice and some
yeah.
Like
now they're still together. I mean, I thought they were broke up.
Maybe she's saying they're together because she got dropping that album and would have been going with the drama about it, or maybe that. And
he's calling and checking on per Gail King, but he wants a paternity test on the other chick.
Okay, Brandon, you're married, right, Brandon? Okay, Brandon,
yeah.
And I'm married, and I'm looking at this other chick. You don't want to paternity. You know you did it. Because I don't know that I did it. I'm going to say it. Speaking about a line.
You gotta be sure.
You know you did it. You just want to be timing because you know other people probably did it and you shouldn't have done it yourself. That's all. It probably is all that. But
he was a known sniper before.
Yes.
Before Cardi.
He just wasn't leaving evidence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so I mean. When they first got together, people was like, you went from, Offset, you went from cheater to another potential guy that's gonna cheat on you. So, but
Tasha finished y'all sentence for it. She said he was saying finish the sentence, and Steve said leave it.
And he said in.
I'll leave it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doing the most. But Clemson is down 10-0 to Syracuse. Shout out to one of my frat brothers. His son plays. I just actually gave him a little shout out on his inbox. Plays for, I don't know if he's in the. I haven't been able to watch him this year, but he plays for Syracuse. But Syracuse is low key going to be a good powerhouse in the ACC, but nobody cares about the ACC.
That's an oxymoron. You said powerhouse in the ACC. That's an oxymoron. It doesn't exist. You can't be a powerhouse and in the ACC. It just doesn't work.
His brother's a multiple-time baby daddy too. Yeah, they probably both hit it. So
that's why you gonna say it ain't his. It's probably gonna be his brother. Been trying to save his brother. Hey, y'all better go ahead and keep.
Y'all ain't even right. But moving right on along from the sit your ass down. He's sitting down now. It's the season. Boxing, yo, what's up? Nobody watched it last week. It was just me
Oh, of
that
course.
watched Crawford beat the hell out of.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, I definitely watched.
I watched the
Man.
highlights because
No,
it came
I watched it.
It came on at 2:00 in the morning by the time that fight started.
No,
Yeah, no, that is,
we was at partying, so it
Okay.
came on where I was at.
So for us normal people who try to stay up to watch the fight, they got to figure out the killer and the undercards. Listen, if you got a championship, we ain't come to see no undercard. We come to see the dude play. I mean, fight. So at a certain time, you gonna have to get the fight going. But Crawford beat your boy, and he beat him convincingly. Nobody knocked each other out, but dude got hit, and there was some pictures of dude got hit. He looked at Crawford like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, he came back and said, "Damn, homie."
For real, you had to hit me like that. So congratulations to him. Somebody who's not talked about, who should be talked about, who has gotten belts in every division, who is doing his thing, and we don't give him the respect that the dude deserves. He's undefeated in what he does, and he fights everybody. He doesn't dodge people to get this record going. So congratulations to him and his family, and nothing but kudos and respect to that.
Yeah, he's a great fighter. He actually gave Canelo all his belts. Everybody was like, "Why you give him his belts?" Well, then he is. He was like, they engraved with his names. I don't want them. I'll have my own. They'll send him his belt. So he tried to make a big deal out of that, but he actually gave him his belts, which I didn't know. Most people, Mayweather probably got everybody belts in a closet. Like, yeah, I took your shit with your name on it. But Crawford actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's custom that they give the belt. It's just that we don't see it on camera. They, it's usually mailed back because they are personalized for them to keep and commemorize. But I just think, I watched the fight. I felt like he won 8 out of those 12 rounds in my opinion. I don't think it was ever. Yeah, I don't think it was ever close. I do think Canelo had some good exchanges, but if you're talking in totality of points and just controlling the momentum and controlling the ring, it was Crawford the entire time. It couldn't happen to a better guy.
Canelo had enough defense to not get knocked out, but he got beat down. Well,
Crawford was he's faster. He was just fast and he from southpaw, or he can switch into the southpaw stance at any point in the fight. He's quick. He's defensive. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, but he's almost like a perfect fighter because, like you said, he can fight left or right. He's got defense. He's got speed. As we can see, the weight didn't bother him at all. The weight difference going up three different weight classes, and he's extremely humble. It was like even after the fight, even just the press. Look at him after the press. After all this, he's like, it's basically like I just wanted to fight. Like I don't really care about all of this. Like now they're putting him in interviews and stuff, and he's showing up on Monday Night Football. Yeah, he don't care about none of that. It was just about the fight for him, like competitive.
Nobody could have been there.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna get a lot more out of him.
I hope he's 38. So, and they asked him, Max asked him, "Is this your last fight?" And he said, "I got to think about it." So,
it's sad that we're just now he's finally getting recognition at the end of his career. That's what I'll say then.
Well, because he was so humble. For him, it was just about fighting. Yeah, he didn't draw any attention to himself. He's not outlandish. He's not.
Well, I want to see
loud.
Another fight, damn it. I'm just now getting to him.
He just want to fight.
Well, I want to see more of him. Let's see what these comments talking about. No FSU slander allowed. Man, ain't nobody think about FSU. It was a good fight, good for boxing. It really was. After the old man, Mike Tyson want to fight, and then they're talking about him fighting Mayweather next year. Come on, man, listen.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm over it. So I can't keep dealing with them old fights, but I'm gonna watch it. Man, say TT, I missed the whole fight. I watched it the next day. Tasha was them feet was rubbing together. Crawford got his ass orthodox and southpaw. Best at going from either side. Let's see.
Yeah.
They keep their belts. They get their own with their names engraved. And he got a ring. That was a first. And just got some of your rings too. What they need a ring for? Well, Canelo looked tired after
Look good,
the fourth round. I guess Crawford is a natural southpaw. That's bad for boxing. I think she might be talking about Mayweather and what's his name fighting all the time. It's over.
Mayweather and Tyson.
Yeah, I'm kind of over that bullshit. So we are gone from the NFL. We only got a little bit of college football. I know we've had you guys a long time, but hey, it is what it is. Stick around and watch us on replay. But college football got a little bit going on today. Let's see who we got up. It's only a couple games I gave a shit about, but we got to talk about the top 25 real quick. Not a big change. I'm just still shocked that Notre Dame is in there. I'm so shocked Michigan's in there. You know, it's a few people, but give you the top 25. They're about to change after a couple hours today anyway.
Who you lose to matters. Notre Dame has some tough games.
It definitely is a couple of tough games on today.
Yeah, I think they should still be in there, but they have no room for error now. Like
they don't, because what I saw last week, this got me. So Vandy upset South Carolina. TT.
Vandy gonna upset at least one team every year. Like that. Like they should be now at this point. When you see them on the schedule and you in the top 10. Top 15, you should say, look, we need to take this game very seriously.
I keep laughing at this picture, man. I'm sorry. Give me a coffee. Give me a cuckoo. Give me one.
Let's move on, please. Thank you. We're not gonna have this conversation at all.
Oh yeah, we are. Yes, we are.
It was relatively good game from when I watched the game. A quarterback got hurt, knocked out with a concussion. And the backup came in. Vandy, I knew was a better team than they were last year. They were really good last year. So it was one of those things that as I said to you in the podcast, I'm going to be making sure I'm watching this. And you're like, why are you watching this game? Because I know what I know. So, but I will say congratulations to Vandy. You know what I'm saying? They won this one. And good luck with the rest of the season. We'll see what happens.
Now, South Carolina is no longer ranked.
Nope. Which is better for us.
After that loss. But my whole point to that is how they're unranked, but Notre Dame is 0-2, and they still in the top 25.
Better schedule. South Carolina has played Virginia Tech, South Carolina State, and Vandy.
They're the only 0-2 team in the top 25.
But Notre Dame has played Texas A&M, who's in the top 20, and Miami. Look who have they played, and they didn't lose by 30. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get blown out in the game. Both games were close. And they have played the schedule now. Here's the problem I'm going to have later on. The schedule gets easier. Now they're going to go get ranked. They're going to beat these other teams and go higher.
Keep going up.
They're not going to play anybody else. I think they got North Carolina State, who's the highest ranked team on their schedule as of right now. So, but right now they deserve to still be there because they play in competition. You can't tell me Georgia, who played Marshall and Georgia Southern State University of the Backwoods, should be in the top 10. They played Tennessee. You played one game. You know what I'm saying? So don't give me the people who are up there hyped on playing nobody. Alabama played nobody. They lost in one game and then they played nobody. Don't hype me on that. I can take Notre Dame losing 2 games because they played top 15 teams in the country, top 5 at one point. So there's no argument here.
Okay, well, she says Clemson is 4. They're giving us some updates. So no Michigan slander, whatever. Why is Texas still in the top 10? No clue. No to shame. Only plays one more ranked team.
I will answer the top 10 question because Texas hadn't played anybody but Ohio State, and they only lost by a touchdown at Ohio State. And I don't care how bad y'all talk about how Arch is playing, he's winning. I don't care if my quarterback looks horrible. We win by 1, we win it.
That's why y'all got beat, because Vandy got a thug QB with some swagger. His brother got arrested 2 weeks ago after a game. God, no, TT.
Well, that's the same thing as LSU women basketball. When brothers get arrested when they fight. So we all right. We okay. Everybody was Brandon, you there? Or did you freeze? Did we lose Brandon? Oh, there you
No,
go.
he there. He
I'm
there.
here. No, I'm still
All
here.
right, let me check that last message. Texas is ass, and they really are. But that we got that coming up in a second as well. I want to know y'all opinion on Manning. But Alabama wins in OT. Woo. That Tennessee, that was a good game. Did y'all watch?
Tennessee and Georgia was a very good game. I watched the whole game. Felt bad for the Tennessee
I don't
kicker.
even know why I got Georgia. I don't even know why I have that up there. But Tennessee, Georgia, that was a great game.
I feel bad for the Tennessee kicker because he looked like dead hair lights before that kick too. They had the camera in his face. He looked like he was lost again. He was so scared, and then he missed it. I felt bad.
Freshman, right?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't care how long you been there. I felt bad for you because you could look at him before the kick. Like he was so scared. I'm like, he got a chance to hit this. Oh my god!
He could have been 29 yards and he wouldn't hit it because he was scared. Damn, the biggest game of his life. So I hate that for him, but Georgia Tech and Clemson.
I picked this one in my mind. I picked this one. So I know Georgia Tech playing at home in Atlanta. In fact, they still hadn't found them goalposts. Some goalposts in the middle of Atlanta somewhere on the interstate in Atlanta. They try to find them goalposts. They play right there on 75, 85, wherever it is. Well, congratulations to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is one of those teams that you hold on, one of those powerhouses in the ACC. So the oxymorons again, that big power team right there.
You can talk all the shit you want. I don't care. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
Syracuse has scored again at 17-7 over Clemson.
Clemson is not.
UT had that game, man, but Clemson
they're not who everybody thought they were.
Nope.
And it's showing really fast. I wonder where they'll be ranked Monday if they lose again this week. I'm sure they'll probably lose to whomever because they play Syracuse. We're playing right now. They're gonna lose that.
Yeah, they lose 17-7 right now in the second quarter.
They're gonna lose that. So let's see, Texas Tech and Utah.
The Money Bowl. We're gonna call this the Money Bowl because everybody's spending money. Everybody's spending money on now. This is a good game.
What's the score? Anybody got the score?
It hadn't run across my ticker yet, so I have to turn to Fox and see if I can find it on my Fox station.
I ain't got it up. I could be looking.
I know you act like something wrong with your hand. You know what I'm saying?
Man, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. But Texas Tech, Utah, this is going to be a good game today. Duly ranked 16-17. Now it's 7-0 in the first quarter.
Texas Tech 7-0. Yeah.
They're playing in Utah, so going to be a hell of a game today. We'll see how that goes. It's a couple more games. Let's see. Auburn. This is what I'm looking for. That Auburn and Oklahoma game is going to be really good today. 22 and 11.
The battle of the quarterback who left OU to go to Auburn. We're gonna see. Mm-hmm. I hope he comes back and the beats the breaks off him because it shows that it was them and not him. Because they're gonna say, yeah, you were. They got Mayer and whoever it is now, and they're looking good.
Yeah.
Again. You know, this dude was a freshman. Last year. Y'all didn't give him a shot. He was a pure freshman, and y'all gonna get him out of it. This dude y'all got now is a 12-year senior. There's a difference in that concept.
I'm sorry. Tasha said they put those goalposts in Lake Lanier. You'll never see them again.
Yeah.
And dude, they took him down 85 and dumped him in that lake, boy.
Oh my God, nothing comes back from Lake Lanier. If you don't understand, look it up. Let's see, Dabo Luther the King is interchangeable with
Dabo Luther the King.
Not Dabo Luther the King. Oh my God, 7-0 Tech and Q's just scored again. They were throwing garbage on the field in Norman last year.
Thank you very much. This dude was a true freshman and was coming in to start, and y'all felt bad. Y'all got rid of. You had to transfer out. Dude left to go to Auburn. It's turning Auburn around because now he's in his second year. He's in the system. He's learning. He's maturing. But that's what Oklahoma want. Another 38-year-old quarterback so they can go ahead and make himself look good for a year. Do your thing.
Oh, man, you're such a damn hater. But another easy game for Manning. Sam Houston today.
Keep practicing. Keep practicing. If you need practice and make sure you get when the big games come on, keep practicing. Keep them in there.
Keep them in. I'm tired. It's just the hype around him. They need to let the boy go and just let him play. He's not that great. He could be great, but I mean, with the hype he's under, the pressure he's under.
Listen,
no wonder he's not good doing it.
Here's the question. He didn't hype himself. Other people put that hype on this kid. So all he did was come in and try to play. He didn't say he was the greatest thing. Everybody in his grandmama said he's the greatest thing. It had nothing to do with him. So let this dude learn. He is his first year starting on this team.
Y'all think he didn't play last year? Come on now, don't act like he didn't play last year.
He played them same teams we talking about right now. Those same teams we talking about right now. That's who he played against. He ain't playing against the big teams. And so just like last year, he won. Just like this year, he's winning those games. Now we're going to judge him when he plays Oklahoma in a couple of weeks. We're going to judge him when they play Georgia in a couple of weeks.
Oh, he can't lose Oklahoma, and they're going to get slaughtered by OU in the damn Red River rivalry. Oh my gosh!
I don't know about that. That Texas defense. He's got a solid defense. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oklahoma
I think it's going to be one of those situations.
And they got a solid quarterback.
It'll be one of those situations where it gets better throughout the season, especially during the big games.
They play in what, another week? They play in a week or two?
About 2 weeks, I think.
You're talking about they played the contending champions, Ohio State. I mean, who's got NFL players basically. Yeah, at home they got NFL play. They've got 22 NFL players basically on the field. And it's his first real start against major competition.
And he lost
I think he did all right. I mean, I think everybody wanted him to come out and throw for 400.
But he should be based off of the talent that he's playing against. They're playing like sorry ass teams, and I mean, right now, come on, like. I guess, yes, he did well against Ohio State, but that was one team. He doesn't have any other team that he's played up against. The next real game is going to be the OU Texas game.
But the question is, those other teams you want him to beat up and throw 400 yards, have they lost to those people? They haven't lost to them. So the bottom line is, it's a team effort. All you need to do is win. So.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it go. Let's see. The score better be Osprey era Gators for Arch not to be booed again, and 60% of his yards better be passing.
We don't care about that.
I mean, they booing him in his. All right. I'm gonna leave Arch alone.
That's all.
As long as you get the dub.
Okay, so if they lose to Sam Houston today, everybody gonna have something else to say. Now he's trash.
That's a different conversation.
If they lose, yeah, but if they win,
shut up.
Sam Houston, though. Sam Houston, come on, let's be real. Upset. Who's most likely to be upset? These ranked teams today. Who y'all got? Auburn.
Michigan.
Oh,
Michigan is the biggest.
They ain't even supposed to be in the 25 no more. They definitely losing today.
That's my upset. Nebraska over Michigan. That's all.
And you don't think Illinois lose today?
That would be the biggest one.
Illinois will not lose to Indiana, and I don't think Auburn beating Oklahoma is an upset. So that's why it doesn't even if that happens. But Florida and Miami, you can't.
It's the in-state.
You can't talk about in-state rivalry as an upset. If it happens, it happens. These dudes have been playing each other since they were in second grade. In Pop Water, they know each other very well. No, it's not an upset. It would just happen. No, Tasha, we're not haters.
I see that being a blowout.
By who? Miami?
Miami about to blow them out, in my opinion.
They probably are. But I do see Michigan catching that L to then finally getting knocked out of the top 25, which they don't have any right to be up in there anyway. But who y'all got winning the Big 12 this year? Last week we talked about the Big 10. Who y'all got this on the Big 12 this year?
I don't know how many teams play the Big 12 number.
Right.
All 75 teams that play the Big 12. Does it really matter? Does it really matter?
Of schools each week. We did Big 10 last week. Who you got for? I personally think Houston could win it.
That's tough.
Iowa State.
Texas Tech is playing really good.
The best
I
team
don't really know
money
what's a thought. It's a toss up here. Iowa State, you can't sleep on them. I don't know.
We'll see. It's one of them conferences. It's like, oh, they winning it. Oh, great. You know what I'm saying? No, in other words, they're gonna beat
Y'all
each other
be
up so
sleeping
well.
on them.
They're gonna beat each other up so well. It's gonna be like, oh, then
Ain't
that's
that
the
the
best of
SEC?
the best.
Ain't that the SEC?
The difference in that is, you can name the team in the SEC. Can you name?
That's just because y'all don't choose to watch these teams. So come on, don't act like it's any worse or any better.
Listen, we all are football fans right here. We can't name all the teams in the Big 12 right now.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Now these couple boys right here, they can enter the portal right now because they have lost their head coaches. In the middle of the season, anytime the head coach leaves, you can't enter the portal. I think Paul and them talked a lot this morning about the Puerto Rican princess out of UCLA looking crazy, being trash. I don't see a point in him getting in the portal. Don't nobody want him. But the Virginia Tech quarterback, which thing?
Who they don't want everybody. There's a lot of that would love Nico. He was the number one player coming out.
He was, but Nico looking crazy this year. I'm starting to see why Tennessee let him go.
He's a UCLA. He's a UCLA. Like that's.
He said he went out there for more talent, and I don't even see where. I don't see anything. We watched this game last weekend, didn't we, TT?
No, we watched New Mexico last weekend. I didn't see UCLA show up yet. I saw New Mexico play. Maybe that's what it is. But here's my bottom line of this. Here's the bottom line. The question is, should he get in the portal? Here's my thought process. You have come to UCLA and hadn't done anything, regardless of whatever situation. Problem number one. Problem number two, there is a rumor about you of how horrible you are at Tennessee trying to get the money. Now, if Tennessee put the rumor out there or if you put the rumor out there, I don't know. But there's a rumor about you. So who's going to step up unless you sign with maybe Virginia Tech? Because they're going to need a quarterback next year, but they don't have a coach either. So you leave in one situation for the same situation. So the question is, why leave? You only play 3 games. You can still redshirt yourself and not play, and then transfer later in the year, next year, if you don't want to do it because you don't know who your head coach is going to be. But my question is, where are you going to go now that you still think you will get your $1.3 million? Because that's what you're asking for. Or are you going to end up at a Division II school or a smaller school and get you $400,000 now, which makes you look even worse because you was asking for like $6 million at Tennessee. So what you gonna do now? I wish the kid never good luck.
Sit your ass down and be horrible because UCLA, it's just what it is this year. They're horrible. And real quick, I just say deuces to this one. Who gives a shit? Molly Quinn is moving on from ESPN. Deuces. She was all right. I've heard that we've always heard her and Stephen A were dating, but I've heard that he proposed that that's his fiance now. They said that ESPN tried to offer her more money. She still wanted to move on. Where she's going is beyond me. She ain't no damn Carrie Champion. So I'm trying to understand what the problem is besides her just being married. But in the end, I say deuces.
First, let's get this correct.
What's wrong with Molly? Goodness.
There's nothing wrong with Molly, sir. I'm with you. I loved Molly on the show because she sat there and she kind of put dude in his place, even though dude's ego is off the chain. And she tried to do that. And she can disappear. She can go. She'll end up being, think about it. She can go to Fox now because they got rid of what's her name in Fox. So she can go to Fox and be that face at Fox now. And in journalism, and she doesn't have any connection with saying that she has slept with anybody or messed around with anybody. So
I know they said she's with Stephen A. That's what I give it. I've always said she was Stephen A. I didn't even know they're engaged now. I don't know.
Yeah, Stephen A. has said he.
And then Brandon breaking up.
What'd you say, Brandon? Stephen A. said what?
Stephen A. hasn't had anything. No, I was gonna say that Stephen A. has said that they had nothing going on. Now she was married to Jalen Rose for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think she's been. Yeah.
That was one of the rumors. Yeah. She was married to Jalen, and then they said the rumor started when they said that Stephen A. was messing with her when she was married to Jalen, and her and Jalen got divorced. Yes, when Jalen was on ESPN, they were married, and Jalen got left with that kind of thing and went about it. But basically, the bottom line is, I think what the truth is, she got tired of the Stephen A. situation, and she wanted more. From what I was reading, they were talking about giving her more. She wanted more, but then things weren't working the right way, and she was going to leave at the end of the year. It came out early, and strange enough, if it's going to come out early, why all of a sudden First Take to cut you off when the first day it came out? They took you off the show. There must be something more into that, but good luck to Molly, and she will pop in on Fox or CBS or something else, because I love what she does, and I love who she is as a person and what she stands for. So go Molly, from what I know of her.
Doses.
No, that means we got to look at more Stephen A. when I look at First Take, because now he's hosting and doing everything. And that's his ego.
She's supposed to be there to the end of the year, so I think she'll be on and off, or she's gone.
But she is gone. She got, when they released the news that night, the next morning, Stephen A. said, "Well, we want to wish Molly good luck, blah blah." And she was gone from the show. She was out. So
that's the luck to her. But lastly, we're gonna get a couple of things of the W. There ain't a lot going on. Yeah, it is playoffs. So Coach of the Year. Yeah, baby, it's the playoff times for the Dub. So if you guys ain't paying no attention, you're retarded. I think Brandon has frozen on us, but he'll be back. We got the W. He look like he froze on us. I ain't sure. You froze? You there?
It looked like he froze.
I think he froze, but he'll pop on back in. But we had a couple accolades. They've only given out so many. All of them are not out as of yet. But right now, Coach of the Year goes to Natalie Nakasis, the head coach of the Valkyries, who had an impressive year. First year expansion team, went to the playoff, played a hell of a 3-game series. I mean, ridiculous, led the league in attendance over 15,000. This coach ain't no damn joke, and I cannot wait to see how the Valkyries progress after this year. We're just getting a bunch of no-name people and just balling out, man. It was impressive.
And congratulations on what they did, not only winning on the court and doing all that. When they signed the evaluation for Golden State, the sign to get a team was only $50 million. The evaluations now, because of what they're doing, are $250 million and above for these new teams that come into the league. Wow. So congratulations. That's just more than on the court. So Golden State did everything correct this year, give and take a few little minor things. But congratulations to Natalie, and we'll see you next year. Okay.
Yes, we definitely will. Most improved player, even game from the Valkyries, Veronica Burton. I'm telling you, they brought some people out, did nothing. She really stepped up after their star player went down, what they would have torn Achilles or something. And hell, she was a comeback player that got a chance in the W that had been playing around the world. The Valkyries was just very impressive this year, but kudos to Miss Burton getting most improved player, very well deserved. I thought Dejanay was a good runner-up with that, Carrington, but
she was impressive until you put her in a parlay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Oops. But kudos to Miss Bird. We're gonna leave her on. If you'd have lost him some money, homie. But Rookie of the Year, without a doubt, we all knew who it was going to be. Miss Becker's stellar season with Dallas. This stellar season period over around Paige buckets. That girl is playing beyond her years. Hopefully Dallas is smart and build around her.
Get her out of Dallas. Trade her. Get her out now.
Don't you do that.
And trade her out just like you did Luka. Just like you did Parsons. Trade her out now. Get the most value for her. Oh,
Don't do that. But did y'all know that UConn is the first school to produce a WNBA and an NBA Rookie of the Year in the same year?
First time ever this year. No, I did read that somewhere in the woods. Congratulations to both of them.
Yep. So UConn pumping them out up there. I see what they're doing. Now I think this is the biggest dilemma of the year. Co-defensive player for the first time in WNBA history. I know TT is over there absolutely pissed. I think Bam Adebayo is pissed. Everybody's pissed. But you got to give Elena Smith her kudos. Mm-hmm. She did have let's say this. If the Aces hadn't went on a 17-game win streak, I don't know if she'd have been Defensive Player of the Year. Elena would have been it solely by herself. They didn't go on this run, and she did what she had to do, which is based off of her defensive play and her offensive plan. But I do think it is I can agree with this.
So what you're saying in your logic right there is, if they didn't go on this, but since they did go on this, she should play defensive player and win the MVP in your logic, because they did this run. So I agree with you in a sense at a point. Now, the co-defensive players, it is what it is. I just hope this is not I'm going to give you this,
No, Elena. No, I'm not taking it. If you didn't watch Elena Smith play this year, this girl is balling.
No, I'm talking about the other side of that. Elena, I'm not going to take away from it. I'm saying I'm giving you Defensive Player of the Year, so I'm taking something else away from you on Sunday.
If they take Player of the Year away from her, you're stupid. The only way I can even see them even trying to make a suggestion is if Alyssa Smith wins the World Championship, which is not happening. Mercury will not win the championship. That's the only way she would be able to win this, and she doesn't.
It ain't Alyssa Smith. It's that other girl who played for Minnesota on the other side. That Neffy, that Kanye,
MVP, but she's lost too many games. That would be that. I'm not saying she's not deserving, but that she's missed too many games this year. She threw herself out of it when she went on her injury.
Well,
she probably would have won Defensive Player of the Year if she didn't miss so many games.
Thank you.
And Elena probably wouldn't even been in the conversation.
But think about it, Elena's getting it because she went down. She had to step up.
Yeah.
Women MP came out. Where do you think she got this from? She took her place and did exactly what she needed to do, and now she's been awarded for it. And I think it's deserved. Because if not, it would have been fee.
So congratulations to Miss Smith. Congratulations to Miss Wilson for her third Defensive Player of the Year. Congratulations to them both. The MVP comes out. I know you about to play. The Player of the Year comes out tomorrow.
Here's the finalists. Yep, there go the finalists.
So
we all know Mitchell's not going to get it, but she deserves to have been in there. We know Gray's not, but they did deserve to be in the finalists. Alyssa Thomas is balling out. I do still think it's Wilson, Collier, then Thomas.
Any other year, Thomas would have been. Any other year, Thomas could have been the MVP.
Yes.
This would be down to the last two, but I want to congratulate all five, and of course, two Gamecocks in the top five right there. I always represent the Gamecocks in it, and so, but it is a split because they can have an argument that yes, the Aces were 4-4 or whatever the ranking was at the beginning of the season, and Collier was balling, and then all of a sudden the Aces kicked in and Wilson started playing some ball and Collier got hurt. So it's on both sides of the coin. But if I'm looking at it, and I have a favorite, Wilson is you had a 16-game, 17-game winning streak, which is the second longest in the WNBA history at that time. You were averaging 26, 27 points and 11 rebounds and 5 assists or something. You were carrying your team. I don't see a question in this. Because both of them didn't play the same amount of games because somebody got hurt in this 11. And what I also heard was if this was the NBA, Collier wouldn't have qualified for the MVP because she lost too many games because of injury. She wouldn't even be qualified. But the WNBA don't have those same rules. So
okay, they will at some point, but that's why I said Fee lost it.
Lost
it all with her.
I want them to give it to Kelsey Mitchell. Just so they can piss off all the Caitlin. Give it to Kelsey so they can piss off all the Caitlin Clark fans.
Yes, that would be amazing.
She's not the best player on the team.
All I can say is if you depend on how you regard the MVP, can you win without this person? Who makes you better? How you regard it? Mitchell definitely is an MVP. And that's just that. She took over the field. She really did.
But that would also be Wilson because if you took Wilson off the Aces, would they be 15 games in a row? But
they took Fee off and they still made it. Fee got took and Fee and they still made it.
Something different right there. See, there's a difference in that. And it's 24-7 Syracuse over Clemson right now. Go
on. Let's see. Now, advance to the finals. It was some great gameplay this week. Vegas, they advanced 7 consecutive semifinal appearances. The only bad thing about this series was they did snap their 17-game win streak. They won game 2. Who cares? But Vegas moves on. Any say in this? I don't think anybody was shocked.
No question. No question.
Right. Then I will see the links. They went ahead and moved on. They went ahead and took care of what they had to do. They advanced. Fee did what she had to do. Fever was what everybody was tripping on. We had no idea they was going to go to Atlanta and beat them. I didn't. You couldn't have paid me.
But it's my fault. It's my fault. Sorry. But yes, for all these injuries these girls have gone through all year, they got like 5 people on the bench with injury. They got a starting 5 on the bench, and they pick these people up. Odyssey Sims, they picked up in the middle season.
Love us.
Yeah.
So
you know what I'm saying? Aaliyah Boston is averaging her about 14-10 a game. And we know what Mitchell is. We know what Mitchell is. So this is showing you this team is talented. This team is.
They don't need. That's what I will say.
And so, but I'm loving that they winning Atlanta. Me and you've been harping on Atlanta all year. Atlanta was a better team. Indiana was better that night. And that's all you got to be better that particular night. So congratulations. And now I get to see more Gamecocks play in the second round.
Tricky. Yeah, that's what's tricky about those the best of 3 series because you can win one, lose one, and then that third game the pressure is really on. So I like
and everybody
that.
went to 3 games. Everybody went to 3 games.
Yeah. I remember when the NBA used to do that.
Yeah.
It takes less time. I can tell you that. Maybe they need to go back to that structure. Okay. But best of 3, we're over for the first round and get it out. And then last night we had our last slate together in there, which was a Mercury. That was a amazing game last night. If you did not watch this game last night, you missed a really good game. 79-73 over New York Liberty. And in school, she went off in the second quarter, but that was about it. Just a horrible shooting game overall. I think, she tried to play. Stewie did a thing. She dropped 30 on him.
Did everything she could do.
With a meniscus tear or whatever wrong with her knee. But they gave it all they could. But in the end, Alyssa Thomas, her girlfriend, Cooper. I mean, they were just Sobley. My God, Sobley was dropping 3s on them like they were free throws. Like it was ridiculous. But it was a great game.
Yeah, 20, 11, and 11. Come on, man. Come on.
All season.
For a point forward center? Come on, man. For real.
She's not a point guard. Trust.
She's a point forward center. That's what she is. That is it for her. So congratulations to her. All right, now we got what? Who we got in the second round? Who we got in the semifinals?
It's set. Everything is set to semi, and this is best of 5. So semifinals is the best of 5. Once we get to the finals, it will be best of 7. But right now, we got the Lynx up against the Mercury. And look, my tab is here. I didn't even know who won last night when I loaded it. How they seeded it?
Yeah, because I mean, if you go by overall record, what should have happened is the winner of the Mercury and Liberty should have gone to the Aces, and the Fever should be playing the Lynx.
Well,
see that.
Well, what happened was simply Atlanta lost because Atlanta was literally the number 3 seed.
Yeah.
So 2 was supposed to play 3. Is what happened when Atlanta lost, and then it would have been 1 versus 4 or 5. That's how it was going to run. But because Atlanta lost, it made it look different. So it is correct how they did it. The upset, because we were looking at Vegas versus Atlanta and Minnesota versus New York, technically the top 4 teams in the league. But what happened 5-1 and 6-1? They don't reseed the playoffs. So 2 versus 6. And 1 versus 5 is what's happening right now.
Okay. It's still weird. I do see what he's saying. It would have made a little bit more sense because right now, who you got for Lynx and Mercury? Because that could be a finals. I think it's unfair. That should be the finals right there.
Well, listen, any of these 4 teams could be in the finals.
I'm not taking away from your Aces.
No, at the beginning of the year, these were 4 of the teams other than New York that could have made the final. That everybody was thinking about making the final because even Indiana had Clark.
I still don't think they were contenders.
No,
we don't think as a play, but everybody was saying Indiana had it because Indiana had Clark, and Clark with the rest of what we saw now could take this team at least to the finals. And they said nobody said nothing but winning it. But what happened was it all broke down. I agree. Listen, if you'd have watched Minnesota versus New York, you'd have thought that would have been the final. You'd have watched that, it would have been the exact same thing. But during the season, those teams fell out and these other teams came up. But I'm going to say, if I'm going to have to pick this one, I'm going Minnesota in 4 or 5. Minnesota in 5. It's going all 5.
Ooh, you going with the Mercury? Okay.
I said Minnesota. Minnesota in 5. Make sure you heard what I said that clearly.
I know that's what I'm going with. Who you got for the finals? Who you got going into the finals, Brandon? Lynx or Mercury?
Yeah, I got Minnesota. And you said who's going out of this series or just in overall?
Out of the series.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go Minnesota. I'm going Minnesota. They've been the toughest team, most consistent team all year. Nafisa's back. She's playing at an MVP level. She should be rested because she sat out so many games.
Right.
But the Mercury is tough. Like Alyssa Thomas, I mean, she's a walking triple double.
She is, but they got enough defense for her. She's one player. Minnesota just got too many weapons. I mean, at any given time, I mean, like seriously, they have way too many at any given time. I'm going with the Lynx. So I think Brandon having some PC problems again. But on to our last one, and we're gonna get y'all out of here. Aces and Fever. TT, I ain't got to ask you, but you do know this is a scary series.
Well, I'm gonna say this: it is a scary series because I don't think. The Fever beat the Aces twice this season. So if you don't know that, the Fever literally beat them twice, but that
was back when they were before they got on.
They beat them before the 16 game scenario. So what I'm going to say is, I'm going Aces, but this is not but Gamecock love. I got Adrian Wilson, I got Aaliyah, I got Bree Hall on the bench. Go get her money because she's in there. There's nothing but Gamecock love in this thing, but I'm still going to say Aces in 4.
Okay, Aces in 4. And Brandon, I think we lost him, but that was the last one of the day. So the WNBA, they actually start tomorrow. I think maybe 1 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock. Make sure you watch those 2 games that's coming on right in the middle of your good football. And college football on today. We got a lot going on. I'm waiting on that OU game a little bit later.
Sorry.
Definitely. But what shout out you got?
Shout out to everybody who made it through another week of work. Shout out to my daughter and me who made it through a concert and I can still hear barely. Shout out to Farrah celebrating a good somebody very important's birthday all week, and I hope they're still enjoying it because she deserves all that because she got to deal with Farrah. And if I had to deal with Farrah on every day, I want somebody to shout me out all the time. I'm just gonna say that.
Yo, you ain't even right, but no. Yes, happy birthday to Brandy. Appreciate everything that you do. Her birthday was Wednesday. We've had a pre-birthday, and we're doing post-birthday. We will be out tonight in these streets. I think we might be done after that, but I am tired. We have definitely celebrated our birthdays. So everybody give Brandy a good old happy birthday for me. She turned 21 on Wednesday.
Yes, happy 21st birthday.
But no, outside of that, appreciate everybody that joined, who's been on here for 2 hours with us. This was a very long show, but very informative barbershop style. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, watching us on replay, thank you so much. But we will be back on Tuesday. I promise you. I don't have any hiccups. We'll see if your boy do. But Tuesday, 7 o'clock Central, 8 Eastern. We will be on to go over all of these games we just talked about, see how the weekend went, and all that good stuff.
All I'm gonna say is, give me my chain. That's all I'm gonna say.
You gotta win the chain, baby.
Just get my chain. Well, on Tuesday when we come back, get my chain. That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll see, but until then, thank you for Brandon. Brandon jumped on, gave us some good knowledge today. Hey, he's having PC problems, but always appreciate family coming on through. So appreciate you. But until Tuesday, is here. Peace.
Whatever.